Well, hello there, you wonderful people. I go by Hooligan, and oh yeah, we about to do some Minecraft. And this is the story of our next 1,000 days. And our first 1,000 days, we started to fall in love with our world. Pretty much after we built that hamlet up on that hill right there, we said, oh yes, this is a beautiful world, and it will be our forever world. So we started making grand plans, plans that go well into the tens of thousands of days. Just notebooks of ideas and expansions written down and to be had, yes. Now, as far as these next 1,000 days that you're about to see, I don't want to spoil too much, but we do dig out an insane amount of chunks of the world to build a city out of it. We start erecting towns and planning our expansion goals. And we are not planning on stopping anytime soon. We have an enormous amount of stuff to do, and well, we only have so much time to do it. So let's get to it. Well, hello there, you beautiful people, and welcome to the start of the next 1,000 days. Now, this next 1,000 days is all about expansion. Oh yes, we're going to be doing little things around the our starter area and the castle keep and whatnot, but it's mostly going to be about building new kingdoms. Now, we have a whole lot of stuff on our agenda, like right here, we're thinking either Nordic or Elven kingdom. I think I could make that work pretty cool. And of course, we got to turn our whole into a dwarven empire and gather all the resources anyways. We're going to need them. We're going to need a whole lot of them. And we even have plans for some smaller builds. I don't want to spoil this one right here just yet because I have grand plans for this. I think it's going to be really cool. But without further ado, we got to get right into the grinding. Well, what's up, peoples? We are at 1,061 days. Yeah, we took a couple days to go ahead and sort all our shulkers and improve our storage room just a little bit. We'll be finishing this off maybe in this episode, just as a real quick little side mission later on. But for right now, we're ready to go. But before we get to building and venturing and whatever other nonsense we're going to get into, we have one mission we have to do. And that mission is to map out our area and lock it in, as well as make some duplicate maps so we can update it at 2,000 days, or roughly around 2,000 days. So let's get this area mapped out and then find a place to put it so we can see what we're looking at. Now, we're going to do a 5x5 map, and the center of that 5x5, it's going to be the town of Hillcrest and our starter house. Why? Because, this is where our journey began. I mean, technically it began over in that little tent over that way, but we did not stay there for about 10 days. So we're going to start right here, go a 5x5 all the way around this. Let's see what we look like. So we get to mapping out 25 maps, and each one of these maps is doubled in size. Now, while it's really cool to see the stuff we've already currently built on the map, for me it's more important that I see the open terrain of the future, where we're going to put new roads, new kingdoms, new builds, new whatever. That way over the next 2,000, 10,000 days, we'll make new maps, and we can see the progress that we've made over the thousands and thousands of days. I think that's really cool. Alright, well, we got ourselves a map room. Before we really take a look at that, let's whip up a quick little interior. Yep, let's do that. As far as interior goes, this one's pretty basic. We just knew that we wanted 4 walls at this current point in time, where we can have our current map and 3 future maps. Now, we will probably be expanding this at some point. To kick off our next 1,000 days, we have a few things we need to do, and these are some pretty big things. One, we need to get on the Nether roof. Oh, yes, we do. I got some farms I want to put up there, and I need them quite desperately. Yeah, we also have some adventuring to do, and let me show you what we're planning as far as builds. Alright, so this is the map of our first 1,000 days, and the hamlet, the hillcrest, whatever you want to call it, our starter area, is looking awesome. Oh my gosh. There's still a few things that we need to do in there, but we'll just trickle it in just a little bit. And of course, we're sitting in our castle right now. Our castle keep. It's not really a castle, but whatever. Eventually, there's going to be walls running around our kingdom. It's going to look awesome. Anyways, and of course we have the hole here. Now the hole is the focus of our episode. Maybe more than one episode, honestly. And you're like, dude, what, you're just gonna dig a hole all episode? Oh no. We need to erect a kingdom out of this hole. It's gonna be awesome. It is going to be awesome. I promise with everything I have, it will be. Anyways, And the reason we're going to do that is because we need these resources to build our maybe Nordic slash Elven empire. I'm not sure what I'm doing up there yet, but there's something's going up there, as well as something going right here. I'm not spoiling that one yet. No, no, no. It's so awesome that I'm actually going to wait for it. Yeah, I'm not spoiling it. Anyways, we have to get to rocking because, well, we only have so much time and we have an insane amount of stuff to do. It feels like I'm always saying that. You also might be noticing that some of these are different sizes. Well, that's because eventually we're going to expand this out again. Now, this one right here and this one right here will both be 5x5s. That's probably going to be 2,000 days. Now, these two here, these are going to be 7x7s. Yeah, because we'll need to expand. This won't be enough real estate at some point. And if we really need to, we can bring this out even further and add more rooms. Yep. And we chose our castle keep for the map room. It's the center of spawn, and it made sense. We had room to do it. Might as well do it. That being said, I seriously need to get to decorating this place. We might trickle a whole bunch of that in, as well as finishing a couple little things on the starter area over there. Just a little bit per episode. Maybe, like, I don't know, like a couple minutes of footage. We'll see what happens. Right now, we need to go dig a hole. I need some mindless activity. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Now, this dude says just for a little bit. The reality is he ends up digging for about 10 hours. Yeah, I'm not even joking. And that's just in this session. Well, this one and another little phase to come here real shortly. The original 9x9, that's not even including that time. Yeah, it's, why did we do this? Like, was it worth it? I don't know, but I've already started it now, and this is what we're doing. But yeah, so we're just trying to get our canvas set up for our build of the episode. I'm, at this point, ready to go adventuring. As much as I love digging, once I get to about this point of it, it's just like, oh, I just want it to be done. Just want it to be done. Well, anyways, it's almost done. All right, so we have the south, the north, the west, and the east chunks dug out. Now, here's what we need to do. We want to take this corner, that corner, that corner, and so on and so forth, and we want to go 4 more blocks all the way to the chunk. And then that'll allow us to go diagonal this way and make a nice octagon shape. Now, that being said, I've already had to go repair my tools at the villagers 4 times. When we get down to the bedrock, or not the bedrock, the deep slate, that's just not going to work. It's not. No. So I'm going to try to rock this out, try to get our shape down so we have a pattern for our Dwarven Kingdom. I better rest real quick. Stupid nighttime messing up my speech. Anyways, and that'll give us our pattern for our Dwarven Kingdom. That'll give us 8 points where we can put towers. We have grand plans here. Also, a couple little side notes before we get back to grinding this real quick. I didn't even know this could happen, but right there, that's our skeleton spawner. As I was doing this, I saw a creeper spawn on top of the skeleton spawner. I didn't know that could happen. If I was down there farming those skeletons and a creeper popped down there, that could be really bad. And also, that right there is a big geode just filled to the brim with amethyst. We're going to carve that out and do something with that for sure. But right now, let's finish off this little bit of grind. And, well, as far as I was talking about that tool repairing, when we're done with this part here, we are getting ourselves on the Nether roof. I need myself an XP farm, a real XP farm. And I want to get on the Nether roof anyways, because we have cool things to build up there and allow us to get around a lot quicker. But for right now, let's get back to grinding this. I promise. We're almost done with the digging. Yeah. I mean, not completely, but for right now. And that also means I'm going to have to move all my shulker unloaders. I didn't think that through when I put those there. That's annoying. Let's get back to it. I present to you all a big symmetrical hole. Yeah, and it's not even done yet. We only got it down to Y20. Some places are a little deeper than Y20, but it's only down to Y20. But whatever. Now I want to go do a little bit of venturing and do a little bit of other stuff, like getting on the Nether roof. Oh, I'm actually excited for this. I love TNT. I love TNT. But I need to fix two things in here before we do. Really, really quick. One is that. Yeah, there was creepers spawning on top of this spawner. Didn't even know that could happen. So we're going to fix that real quick. I think a slab should do. Okay, that should be fixed now. The second thing is that right there. Creepers were spawning right there, and, well, I'm very surprised they didn't drop down and explode me. That should be a pretty easy fix, though. Well, that was why. Yep, now it's time to go make ourselves up a whole bunch of TNT. Let's get to this. That mess over there, I'm not dealing with that right now. No. Oh, do we love our town. Oh, I love it so much. I really hate to say it, but this is all the sand we have. I gotta go dig more. Yeah. But I'll do it super quick in like 10 seconds. Alright, super quick mining mission to the desert. No distractions. Now, even though I really should take the time just to mass collect a bunch of sand so I don't have to keep coming back here, right now we only need about a shulker, so we just yoink that real quick. Alright, well, that'll do. Let's get back home and get ready. Okay, how much can we actually make? And since we're going into the Nether, we might as well make some potions and bring them along. Actually feel pretty good using our new little potion house. Alright, well, that looks like everything that we need. We definitely don't need this much TNT. I do not expect to need more than a stack, honestly. But well, we have it in case. We have it in case. Well, let's get going. And I think we need to do something with our portal area. Maybe even in this episode, honestly. Because I'm going to be coming in here a lot, and I want something a lot cooler to look at when I do. Well, I just need to find a place to pearl. Oh, and it's bright again. I don't want to try to get through the bedrock right above the portal, because I want the portal to be offset from where we break our hole. I think I'm going to try to look for a spot right around there. That block right there will do. It's been a while since I had to do this. I'm definitely not nervous at all. Yeah, that was a little weird, but it worked. Now let's blow it up. Yeah, so I forgot to bring pistons with me. But we're good, we're good. So, yeah, we're going to go to our stronghold portal, see if we can't link that one and then come back through here and do this one. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so right here, according to our screenshot, should be where our stronghold portal comes out. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Alright, let's see. Hope for the best. Alright, cool. Now, where does it take us when we go back through, though? Okay, that's less cool. We're gonna break this and we'll try it again later. Right now, we need to go get some pistons and reset our plan. Alright, well, we have 14 pistons. Hopefully that'll do. If it doesn't, we still have an escape route over at the stronghold. So, we're still safe. Alright, now it's time to blow stuff up. Alright, cool. That'll work. Let's blow up some more until we run out of pistons, though. And then we'll set up our portal. Remember when this dummy said he wouldn't need more than one stack of TNT, probably? Oh, guess what? We burned through all 5 stacks of it. Yeah, every time I do this, which I've done it several times, I always underestimate how many times the glitch fails. But whatever. We're going to need to make this a lot bigger later, but for right now, we have a pretty decent access hole. It'll work. Alright, well, we almost got ourselves a 5x5. It's really close. There's only a couple blocks. And now it's time to see if we can't link up these portals. Now, eventually this hole is going to be a lot bigger. We're thinking somewhere around this radius. But I'm out of TNT, and I'm out of levers, and I'm running low on pistons. So that'll be for later. Right now, I want to link up the portals and see what we got. So let's get the coordinates from the other side of this one, delete this one, and see if it links up to the roof. Well, there's been a lot of pigs that have came through here. Huh. Oh well. Alright, we got those coordinates. Now, if we delete this one, will it link up there? Also, my pickaxe is getting low, but it should do for right now. Alright, let's try this out. Not too bad. That'll be a lot more awesome when it's a big hole. Now, let's translate these coordinates. And right here's where it wants to translate it to. Right here. Alright, so will this take us home? It does. Will it bring us back? It also does. Okay. That will work. What about our stronghold? I want to see if that one actually links up now. Where was that anyways? Over that way, I think. Nope, I was wrong. It's over this way. There it is. Does this take us home? Okay, takes us to the stronghold. What does it do the other way? Oh, things are starting to come together. Our stronghold portal is linked up too. I'm going to go back towards 00 and leave a trail of lanterns so I know how to lay this path out later. Now, we have one more portal that we've already set up that isn't linked to anything, and that is, calculations, is about 750 blocks that way. That is our Mushroom Island. And my dumb self forgot to get the mycelium from there last time. And I just kind of want to link it anyways. So I'm going to go do that real quick. Only take a second. It should be about right here. All right. That did not work. It was close. If we delete this one, will it link to that one? Angry birds are after me. Alright, let's try this again. Going through is good. Going back also good. Oh, that's awesome. And the reason that's so awesome is this mushroom field is in the middle of a huge ice biome, which solves our ice problem, our, I believe, packed ice problem, our leather problem, and our mushroom problem. And I'm getting this mycelium right now before my dumb self forgets again. Stupid game making me forget stuff and look bad. Anyways, let's get back to the stuffs. Okay, now we're wanting to get out of the Nether, but first we need to get to the whole reason we did all this. But really quick, I'm just gonna do a quick little mapping out of where we're gonna expand this hole later. Why? Because we're gonna put some farms up here, and this will get an idea of where we actually want to put them. Let's do this real quick. All right, now, so this is about the shape we're going to want our hole to be. I'm going to need a whole lot of TNT, pistons, levers, and all that whatnot. That's for later. But now we know exactly how we want our roads to go and where we're going to put stuff. Now, that being said, this right here, Basalt Delta. I think all of this right here is Basalt Delta. And the same thing over here. But right across over here is all Nether waste. Which means, right here, we should be able to make a stupidly effective gold farm. Yes, and more importantly, XP farm that will repair all our stuff, give us hundreds of levels if we ever need it, very easily. And then on this side, we'll have magma farms. Well, more specifically, froglight farms that will also give us magma. But that's what we're going to do, which means we need to go breed up some froggies. And then we're going to have to find some areas around here for some other farms, too. We're going to need some Crimson. We're going to need some Soul Sand Valley. But we'll deal with that later. Right now, let's go get ourselves some froggy friends. Everything goes right. This should be the last time we ever need to repair our stuff with villagers. Okay, so we can do 2 of our variants right here. And we're going to need to get ourselves a whole bunch of powdered snow, too, which we can also get right here. Two shulkers of powdered snow should do. That's probably way overkill, honestly, but I could probably use it for something else later anyways. We're waiting for our froggy friends to grow up, and we just kind of started lighting up some caves around here because we didn't have nothing else to do. This little valley here, a little bit of terraforming, this actually might be a little good location for possibly a zoo. Not set in stone, just an idea. Just an idea. Anyways, are these guys grown yet? One of them is. I need him to make me some more tadpoles, though. Alright, you and you. Make me some more froggy babies. Now, your friend needs to grow up, too. Oh, look at that. What are you doing? Zooming. But, there, dude, there. What is happening? Well, I don't know what that weirdo was doing, but we did get 3 more tadpoles from the orange ones. We need to grow 1 more up here, and we're just going to grab the other 3 on leads from the mangrove swamp over there, because I don't want to wait any longer for them to grow up. Oh, that's going to look cool. Ugh, I got to get to work on that. Come on, buddy. Need 1 more. There you go. Got the whole crew now. Let's get back home. All right, let's go get this set up. For our first farm on the Nether roof, it's going to be a 21 by 21 with the actual working space being a 19 by 19. Let's get this whipped up. That way it's working while we work on other stuff. We're going to be using a whole lot of frog lights. Probably my favorite way to light stuff up, honestly. And this farm here will produce us a whole lot of frog lights, more than we're ever actually going to need. It's going to be overkill, but it'll work passively, and we don't really have to deal with it. And I did this design last season, and there was no real reason to change it or do a different design. It works so good and is so easy to build. We're sticking with the OG, you know? We do put an iron golem at the very top of it just to speed things up. It is not necessary, though, but it does make it go quicker. Well, our farm's done. I'm a little worried that nothing has spawned yet. Normally this thing just starts cranking right away. We might have a little too much competition down there with zombified piglins, which that doesn't matter because we're going to be deleting a bunch of that down there anyways. But I want to fly away real quick, come back, and see if this thing at least works. It should. It should. Okay, yeah, it's working. It's working. Those guys right there get melted down to the little guys, and these guys will eat them. Have we got any yet? Did I make a mistake? I might have made a mistake. Okay, now, it's starting to work. Let's make sure, though. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. We do a quick little 5-minute AFK just to see our rates. We wanted to see how many we're gonna get and how well this is gonna function passively. Alright, 5 minutes. What do we get? Oh yeah, that's spicy. That is spicy. And the cooler thing is, we're going to be working down there at future episodes, spawn-proofing some stuff anyways. Here soon, with very little spawn-proofing, this thing's just going to work anytime we go through our hub. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, it's time to move on. We'll decorate this thing up later. And I intentionally did not finish that roof because I want to make sure that our golem friend up there stays alive. Golem? I can never get that right. I want to make sure he stays alive before I decorate this and put a roof on it. Anyways, let's move on. We whip up some fire resist potions because we have one more mission we need to get done before we get out of the Nether. It's one of my favorite farms to build, and I'm so excited to build it. I'll probably say that again later, honestly. I love this farm. We need ourselves at least a shulker of magma blocks. I think we actually need about a shulker and a half, and while we're at this grind anyways, we get a bunch of the soul sand too. We got plans for that later. Now, this doesn't take too long, honestly, and I thought about just AFKing the magma farm, but that would just take too long, so we just did it manually. But we got everything we need. Let's do this. The time has come to build one of my favorite and most OP farms I personally have ever done in any Minecraft world ever. And, well, you can see our portal right there. We should be enough distance away from any other farms we plan to get some really good rates. And this is going to be our gold farm. I probably already said that, but let's get to it. Alright, well, if I set this up right, which I built it last season, but I completely forgot how I did it. I know it's going to work. I just don't know if it's going to work without killing me. So I'm going to smack this guy in the face with a snowball, and we're going to see what happens. Now, I have volume completely off in here, because it's about to get real loud. Oh, wish me luck. All right, that was about 3 minutes, and everything is fully repaired. Let's do this for about 20 minutes and see how many levels we get. All our tools repaired and went from, I believe, level 26 to 85 in 23 minutes. Roughly around there. There might have been like an extra minute added in there. Oh, this is going to save so much time and days, as well as my sanity, honestly. Yeah, I think we can improve it. I think my AFK spot up there, I think we bring it up to a normal slab and then put a carpet on it, because some of the pigmen were not aggroing like right away, and I think that would speed it up, and there shouldn't be any danger to me. Anyways, I think these guys have chilled out. I'm going to leave sounds off for just a minute because it's still really loud up there. What did we get loot-wise? Oh, the gold game is looking good. Anyways, this has been awesome. This has been awesome. You can build a bigger one, but I don't really see the need to, honestly. I don't know. It's just my opinion. I did this with just a little bit over a shulker of magma blocks. That's not that much, and you can really just use any block you want for the rest of it. Oh, let's get back to the adventure. All right, well, I'm ready to get out of here. Let's go back home. Oh, it feels good to see the sunshine again. All right, well, we're almost ready to start building this monstrosity. We are short on two things, though. One we need quite a bit of, which is tough, regular tough. We have plenty of bricks and whatnot. The other is wood. Now, luckily, this is going to be mostly stone and whatnot, so we don't need a lot of it. That's going to be easy. So I'm thinking, for funsies, let's go check out these caves we opened up when we were digging this, find some patches of tough, and see if there's anything else cool down here. That might be fun. I see you pillagers. Might as well get their bad omen. Might be help you later. Okay, so we've been down that way. That's where we got our first diamonds. We haven't went much farther down that way, though. Up there, though, we didn't really go anywhere, as well as over there. We know there's a little geode over there, but other than that, that's about it. So let's go that way first. We also need to be on the lookout for redstone, because we are very low, and we don't have any villagers set up for that yet. I wonder if we could make this a glow squid farm. I don't know how I would do that, but there's probably a way. Huh. Let's continue lighting stuff off and looking for things. That's another geode down there. Yeah, we need this. I think I want to grab me a bit of night vision. Ooh, there's some diamonds. And a whole bunch of zombies. Deal with these guys first. Is there a spawner around here? Oh, that's a lot of creepers. Oh, there is a spawner over there. It's a skeleton spawner. As many zombies as there were, I really would have thought it would have been a zombie. Okay, well, I'm gonna go check the other side of the hole. I don't really feel like doing a mine shaft right now. We will check that out at some point, though. The reason we want to do this is we want on just a little bit of chill time before we get to building this city. We're about to start on that in just a minute. But also, we want to light up these caves so our slime farm will work when we set those up. 4 slime chunks right here. Also, we're going to be building some residential areas down here. And, well, can't do that if I'm getting exploded by creepers and shot in the face by skeletons. Anyways, let's go see what's over here. Alright, well, we knew the geode was here. What else do we have? We spent our last little bit of night vision just lighting up the rest of the caves and exploring this other side of the hole. Now, this one here ends up having something really, really cool in it. Check it out. There's a chamber down here. Let me secure this. That is interesting. I wonder how far this actually is away from our city. Okay, so that's only about um 50 blocks away from right here. We may at some point dig this out and open up that cave and make it part of the kingdom. But that's for later. That's for later. Unfortunately, what I was trying to do there, besides exploring, was I was hoping to find some veins of tuff that were still being activated by the beacon. I did not. Found a bunch of veins of tuff, which we can explode with TNT if we get desperate. But yeah, I don't really want to go make TNT right now. Um, let's look down here. What's up, spider friend? Okay, cool. We got over a shulker of tuff. We're ready to start building. If we need more, this is our jackpot right here. This leads to a bunch of caves that run close to our beacon. We need more. We got probably a couple more shulkers worth down there. But I am done digging, unless it's to build. I am done adventuring. I am getting to building. Let's go. We're going to start with the walls. All right, it's time to put in work. This is by far the biggest build I've ever attempted to freestyle pretty much in any world I've ever done, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. Now, we're going to be having paths going down around the walls about halfway down, and well, as the farther we go down, the more inwards the buildings and stuff are going to go. But right now, we're just worried about getting a canvas set up for what we want to do. We want to get the top walls in. We want to get all the gates done. We want to figure out our color palette. Now, we're going to be leaning heavily into tuff with deep slate trim and a lot of greens and reds. We're going to probably end up going with dark oak for the actual pathing. And, well, this takes quite a while. By the time we're done with this episode, we're going to have over 40 hours of gameplay into this, not to mention several hours, probably around 20 of just editing. But anyways, I'm getting off track. So we started getting our walls up top, and then we wanted to go ahead and put a big pillar in the middle. And we're only going to utilize 2 of these slime chunks. That's going to be plenty. So we're just going to get that set up. We'll probably cover that up later. I don't know if it's going to look cool enough to use otherwise. But if I can make it look cool, I'm going to leave it in. But right now, I just want it functional so that way it collects slime while we're building the rest of this city. And, well, I'm going to tell you right now, it works pretty good, even with the mob proofing not being great and the 2 other chunks active. Yeah, we end up with about a double chest, I believe. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, that is starting to look pretty cool. Oh, yes, we still have so much work to do. But I think that's about as far as we can go in this episode. But let's take a look at what we've done and some cool things I found. Now, these walls are going to have much more detail. Right now, that's just kind of like the blank canvas. This right here, this keep is going to extend up to here and go back that way, probably about 20 blocks or so, with some pretty cool shapes and whatnots. I stopped there because, well, I ran out of time, and there's like 50 chests back there full of crap that I got to do something with. There's going to be some towers here, a little gate here, and of course some buildings like right there, arches for these bridges. I don't know what I'm doing with that right now. Something's going there because it ain't just going to be plain. And the same thing for over here. There's going to be buildings there. There's going to be, well, there already is. There's going to be paths going inwards and down, cave systems running to different levels of the city. And this right here is all going to be brought back a little bit. I'll cave that out as I need it for buildings, because I don't want it to just be flat. Just the top side is going to be symmetrical. The further it goes down, the more inward it gets, because once we start getting down here, I want to bring this and make it like a, what do you call it, a tapered off roof, I guess, for the cave. And this is going to be the main city. Yep, that's right. I don't care about flying right now. And this is going to be where most of the buildings are going to be, the actual residential. And we decided we're not going down past Y20, or not Y20, Y0, because, well, all these caves are here and they look so natural and they're going to look really cool once we've caved them out a bit more. That I want this to be the actual city. And we're going to put like some cool custom rivers in here, some farms, all kinds of cool whatnot. This here, though, is our central tower. Still needs a whole bunch of detail, but we'll get to that next episode. I mean, a lot of detail. It's just flat. We ain't having that. But anyways, this is going to be our pathway all the way down to bedrock for any mining we need to do. As well, it'll give us access to our geode in there. We have another geode over there. And it'll give us access to our slime farm, which has just been cranking. Oh my gosh, has it been cranking. Once we stop slimes from spawning over here, we're never going to need any more slime. Like, it's ridiculous. Other than that, there's one other cool thing that I discovered when I was mining for more tuff, because I ran out. I had to go get like 3 more shulkers. There's a spider up there. I need to start worrying about mobs being able to spawn now. Yeah, I'm safe enough for right now. Right here, I went down mining for some just tough block, and I came across another part of the chamber that we found earlier, except we came across the very top of it, the entrance. And so I decided, I'm going to dig towards the city and see where it comes out. And sure enough, it comes out right there. So I'm thinking we make a cool little entrance system down here, and that'll be like the dwarf or whatever kind of kingdom this is. This will be their entrance into the chambers. Like the soldiers would come down here, do the chambers, to kind of prove themselves to be loyal to the kingdom. I don't know. I think that's a cool idea. It's been about 2 weeks since I actually posted a video because of how long this has taken. But I don't really regret it, because the next episode, finishing this thing up and doing some other goofy adventures, is going to be so much fun. All the big stuff is done as far as the grind. We still have a bit of digging to do, but nothing like we had to do in this one. But for right now, I am simply out of time. I need to go sort a crap ton of stuff out of chests and shulkers and get ready to finish this thing off. So I'll see you all in part 2. Later, dudes. I hope you have a lovely day. Well, hello there. I go by Hooligan, and oh yeah, we about to do some Minecraft. And the last episode, we started digging out an insane amount of chunks and building this Citadel. Now, we still have an insane amount to do on that. But before we get this episode started, what I want to do is finish up some projects. Well, not even projects, really. Just some things that we left undone in some areas that we visit quite often. Like our nether portal here that leads to our nether hub on top of the nether roof. That's a lot of nether. And every time we come through here, it's just a stone hole. And it is getting really boring. I want something cool to look at when I fly through. As well as some other areas that we just really need to have spruced up so we have some aesthetics to look at when we're in the area. Now, as far as what we plan on doing in the rest of this episode, we have some farms to build. We have some pandas to go play with. Yep, I'm going to get me some animals in this episode. Not all of them, just some of them. Eventually I will get all of them though. We want to go fight a whole bunch of trial chambers, but we want to gear our doggy friends up and bring them along and see how they fare. They did pretty well last season. I didn't lose a single one, and we have plenty of armadillo scoot to do it. And then we need to go rock out this citadel. I'm so excited to get to the bottom portion of it where the actual city's gonna go. I got some big ideas for that. But right here's an example of we want something pretty to look at when we come into this area to access our Nether hub. And well, I think it came out pretty cool. I freestyle everything, and as long as I'm not with it, I'm good. The next area we wanted to complete was next to our storage house, probably the area we are in the most, by far actually. And well, we needed ourselves a honey farm. We already have a wax farm on the other side of the hamlet, town, whatever you want to call it, and we needed a bit of honey. We don't need that much, so we didn't worry about like packing it crazy with bees. Whatever was in the hives, we just left it alone because we're not going to be using that much. We basically just want to use it for our couple farms and to be able to stick villagers in place where we want them. But other than that, we are going to decorate it up and fill all this in right here. This is the last little bit pretty much of our actual little town, besides the quarry, which we'll do later. Right now, I just wanted to finish this little bit up so we can move on to other things. And once again, I think it came out pretty cool. Now, right here, I don't know, I'm thinking this might be integrated into the quarry a little bit, but we'll deal with that later. And the last area we wanted to wrap up is our Castle Keep courtyard. And this is our access to our iron farm, to our map room, and our spider spawner. And there might be some other things put in here later, but right now we just want the courtyards finished. The main reason is I've almost been blown up by creepers like 3 times in here. And yeah, we needed to light this up. What is up, my dudes? Yeah, so I'm actually coming to you as Editor Hooligan right now at the end of this episode, or close to it. Our game plan changed big time, and the reason is, as I've mentioned before, I live in the Midwest, and we just got smacked in the face by a bunch of tornadoes. Unlike last time, it actually did a fair amount of damage to my city. However, I'm fine. Me and my peoples, we're fine. We got really lucky. Some people didn't, though. But now, that being said, the chaos and power outages set me back many real-life days. So instead of working on the Citadel, which we may do a little bit on, I'm not really sure yet, because we're about halfway through this episode. This episode's going to be about the resource grind, animal fun, and just goofing off and having fun. Yeah, I kind of need it anyways after the grind we went through on the last episode, so let me show you what I'm planning. Now, in the last one, we discovered a trial chamber really close to our Citadel. And, well, we also know there's one right here because we got some maps. I was going to preserve this one here. But you know what? I think I just want to annihilate it for every single block I could possibly get out of it. And hopefully all the collectibles too. That would be really cool. Other than that, I want to do some really cool little quaint builds up in our future. Well, it was going to be a Nordic kingdom, but we decided we're going with a druidic elven vibe, just all about nature. And I think it's going to come out really cool because I started thinking about it, and a Nordic kingdom, it really should be in a cold climate near water. So we'll figure out another place to put that. Other than that, I need to go get me some panda friends. Yes, and maybe a couple other mobs that we can set up for our future zoo. Anyways, I think it's about time we get to it. We got a lot to do. We have a lot of resources to grind, and, well, I hope you guys enjoy this one. It's going to be a little different. I'm going to be doing a lot of chores, but I'll make sure we do some fun stuff too. Let's get going. Kicking off our adventure, we need to add a new box to our shulker collection. This is going to be our potion box, and we're going to keep this thing full at almost all times, so we have anything for every occasion. Alright, I think I want to start this off with a nice fight, and we have plenty of armadillo scoot to gear our doggies up. Also, this is our house chicken, Dave. I don't know how this dude got in here or up here, but this is where he lives now. So, yeah, we have a house chicken. What is happening right here? That's very weird. Huh. Anyways, let's go breed up some pups. And we want to make sure we keep one of each not going into the chamber. That way we can breed up more later. Because, well, these guys, well, one of each of them, they're going to get names and they're going to go into the War Council over in the Citadel when we finish that. So, let's make some puppies. Alright, I think we'll bring 4. That should do just fine. I'm going to go make some armor for these guys. What color armor should we give them? We went with green last time, and even though it's my favorite color, I don't think I want to do that. I think we'll try the cyan. I already got dye anyways. Alright, well, our doggy box is ready. We just gotta wait for these guys to grow up. While they're doing that, let's go get our mission ready. All the gear and crap we need. And just so we're uniformed up right, we're gonna go to the Nether real quick and see if we can't get just a little bit of ancient debris to finish off our armor completely. It's gonna look kind of weird if I'm wearing diamond with the other awesome stuff. Let's go do that. Really quick. And I'm not TNTing it. I'm just going to mine the crap out of it. Oh, this is so much nicer. Yeah, that feels better. And of course we have our new potion box. Oh, I'm going to keep this thing stocked all the time. We'll still need to get some water breathing in here, though. And I think we're just going to try to mine right here. And super duper fast mining montage, go. It actually pays out pretty decent. We get what we need really quick. Alright, well, that went pretty quick. We got 9 ancient debris. We can fix up our chest plate and do one more tool. Probably our sword. I'm going to mark this location and probably clear this whole thing out later, just chunk by chunk. Right now, let's go hit up our ATM / gold farm real quick, repair everything up, and let's go get to fighting. We are so glad we took the time to build this farm early. Oh my gosh, it saves us so much of headaches. And we also adjusted our AFK spot. Oh yeah, changing our AFK spot definitely improved that farm. Yeah, let's get back to the stuffs. Alright, so after this, all we have is one hoe that has fortune on it to upgrade, and then we're done. Alright, let's gear you dudes up. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, I think you guys need names. But yeah, let's fix that. All right, so we got Hunter, Ghost, Reaper, and Jax. All right, boys, let's go do this. And we're going to call this crew of misfits First Recon, codename Ravenclaw. Yeah, let's get to digging, because our chamber should be right about here. While we get our entrance set up, we leave our doggies up top. They're awesome, but they do like to fall off cliffs a lot, and I don't really want them dying before we even get to fighting. I don't want them to die at all, and I think they're going to survive. Alright, well, our hole is ready for us to fly down in there, and our dogs should follow. We'll probably just, fight the first little area down there and clear it out, just so we can set things up. But first, we gotta run back home just right over there, because we forgot something. I'll show you. We need this guy's Sharpness 5 book to put on our axe, because, well, we don't want to be using our sword in there, because we'll hit our dogs. Alright, now we're ready to fight. Alright, pups, let's do this. And I'm not worried about any mobs falling down in this hole. The fall should kill them if they try to drop down there. Alright, well, let's get our ladder set up all the way to the bottom. Let's get our chest piece on, and let's get this party a-rockin'. I think we're going to run through this in ominous mode real quick, fight all the stuffs, loot all the stuffs, and then we'll get to digging. Alright, we got everything we should need. Let's pop this bottle, and we'll just cap these off as we do them. That way we can mine in peace later. Alright, so our loot was not the greatest from this one. We still need the other armor trim. We did get a fair amount of the sherds, though. We are going to set up our beacon and get a whole bunch of these blocks. This is probably going to be our major tough and copper outpost, as well as we clear this out, we're going to set up auto farms for all these keys. That way, if we need to go to any other ones, we don't have to worry about looking for the keys. We'll just already have them. And there's also a lot of mobs and caves around here, because no matter where I am, I'm hearing zombies and skeletons, so I do have to be a little careful. All these chamber resources, plus any veins of tough block we expose while we're doing this, should solve our tough needs for quite a while. Well, I'd like to say it would solve it forever, but if I have 50 shulkers of tough, I'm always like, oh, I got enough to last forever, and then 2 projects later, it's all gone. It's all gone. Yeah, because when you're doing a big build, it goes so quick. It seems like you have so much, but you turn around and it's not there anymore. Yeah. All right, so our resource game's looking pretty dang good. We found another geode there, plus one of the special ominous vaults. We got a key from accidentally activating one of these. I don't really care about checking the loot just yet. Our pickaxes are broken. I need to go repair these real quick. We also found a couple pockets of diamonds. We're not really in too much of a hurry to get those, though. And right up there is some type of big cave, because zombies started falling down and attacking me, which means creepers can do the same thing. I'll have to deal with that later. But right now, what I want to do is I want to go repair our tools, and I want to finish off this little section. Won't take very long at all, because I want to set up an auto key farm right here. And then if it works out the way I want it to, we'll make a network throughout this whole thing later on. We're not digging this whole thing out right now. Where we connect rail systems to activate all the spawners, and the stuff will fall and die into stuff, and then we'll go back and we'll collect the keys. So I'm going to go repair these tools, get some lava from that lava lake that's pretty close to here, and then we're going to come back and delete this section, test this farm out. The puppies can stay here for right now. Yep. That's why I named it Do Not Try to Fly. Told you I'd do it. Ugh. Alright, let's see if we can't make a farm. Clearing out the last area, we start brainstorming how we want this farm to function. I wanted to do it myself without having to look up like an exact tutorial or anything. Now, we started just making lava lakes, thinking that they would fall into the lava. Now, they do. This does technically work, but it does not work very well. Truth be told, I originally thought that the spawning area for these was the same as a normal spawner, which would be a 9x9. It's not. It's a 5x5, which made making the farm much easier. And we end up just lighting up a bunch of netherrack to burn anything that spawns in there. Now, we end up using that lava in place of the netherrack in just a minute, because it's much more efficient. This also allows us to auto-collect the stuff in the middle with hoppers. That came out pretty cool. As Captain Hindsight Editor Hooligan already said, nerd thinks he knows everything, we did replace all the netherrack with lava. It's much quieter and kills much quicker. Now, I think we're in cooldown, so I can't test this just yet, but I'll be back in just a second when it's reactivated. Alright, so we've been waiting for this thing to reset. We're not sure if it has yet, but we went ahead and just built a hopper system to collect it all into one barrel so we don't have to keep checking them all. Let's go up here and see if it activates again. Yeah, I think it does. Alright, so what this means is once we clear all these chambers out, which we're not doing that right now, no. And we set up a system of rails to just go through and activate each one. They should auto spawn, kill, collect, and then we can activate our bottle, go through again, and get the ominous version. And we can do that every 30 minutes if we want to. Now, realistically, we'll just pop in here, do a quick run, then run off and do something else. You probably won't even see me do it. Maybe once or twice. I don't know. I'll probably show it off once I get it fully built. But right now, this design works. This design works really well because I could give a crap less about the actual mob drops. We did a couple things off camera. We gathered a whole bunch of the wall tuff that we're going to need, and we whipped up 2 more spawners and connected all of the spawners together, their loot drops, into one central chest right underneath our beacon. Now, I know I said I was done in here, but I want to do one more thing because I'm having fun with this right now before we move on to other stuff. Let me show you. Okay, so right here is a direct line to our hopper system. Right over here, 2 more spawners. Yep, that's the baby zombie spawners. Oh, they're annoying. Directly above it, 3 more spawners. I think that's all of them, actually. So it wouldn't take but a couple minutes, well, more like a half an hour to me, to just wipe out enough of this to access the rest of these and connect them through hoppers to our main system. I'm not getting all the resources right now, though. That I am not doing. I got other things to do. But I think I want to get these whipped up real quick. That way we have an entire key system ready to go. Then we'll move on. I promise. I promise. This guy is so full of crap, like he's not going to dig out the whole chamber. I mean, come on. You know the OCD is going to kick in. Anyways, what he says is going to take about 30 minutes actually takes about 5 to 6 more hours of work. Yeah, that's right. What you're seeing as a minute of footage, 1 minute of footage, takes about 6 hours of work. But you know what? I actually really enjoyed doing it. I've never really fully cleared out a chamber before, and we actually don't even fully clear this one out. Right in the entrance room where there really are no spawners, we left that alone, well, because our beacon didn't reach over there, we didn't feel like moving it, and there were no spawners. Like, I don't really have much of a use for that, and we get so many resources as it is. By the time we're done here, we should be good to go for a long time. Like, I don't think I'm going to need tougher copper for several thousands of days. But I say that, and who knows what really is going to happen. Oh my gosh. But anyways, when we're done here, we want to connect everything up through a rail system. And we're going to do that real quick and get a bunch of keys. Now, we end up with a whole lot of keys in just doing this, just actively activating them while we work. But we want to be able to do this automatically. But anyways, let's get to it. The entire chamber is dug out, except for that little section right there. We don't really care too much about that. We may dig it out later, who knows. But right now, I want to set up a rail system so we can activate these, every single one of these spawners in both regular and ominous mode. And we got plenty of resources to do it. Now, we may decorate this rail system and the rest of this cavern at some point and do something with it. I don't know yet. Right now, I just want to get it functional. But you know me. I like everything to be decorative, so at some point I'm probably going to. Now, a little note. This mob proofing is not perfect. There's a bug, or that's what I read it as anyways, that allows occasionally certain mobs to spawn out of their intended radius. And I've been working on trying to solve that, and well, it's not perfect. Every once in a while, a mob will spawn outside of the farm. I think it might be something to do with right here. I don't know, but that's what happens sometimes. But anyways, let's get to building this rail system, and then I want to test it out. Then I'm done. I really promise this time, but also don't believe me. But I will be done. And for the rail system, I think I'm just going to put some of the tough brick back. I don't know. Why not? I got lots of it now. Well, let's get to doing this. I added some extra mob proofing, and we got our rail system set up. I think it's reset now, so let's take a ride and see if it works. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, but I messed something up right here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, both those. That one didn't activate. Oh, wait, you know what? I think those ones were still on an extra cooldown because I did them last. Oh, no, I think it works. And we ended up replacing all the levers with redstone torches. Why? Because the wind charges was turning off my rails. It was pretty annoying. All right, did we get any keys? 5 of them, nice. And with what we had from building this thing and digging it out, we've just been building spawners as we've been doing it. We have 22 ominous keys and 55 regular keys. Let's open every vault in this place. See if we can't get some of the loot. And we'll just throw a slab on top of each vault as we do them. That way we know they're done. Let's see what we get. We open up 16 vaults, but in order to speed this up so we can get on to other things, we're just going to show a few of them. Now, most of the stuff we get is absolute junk, but we do end up getting the other armor trim we needed. And we also get the banner pattern. Now, that just leaves us, if I'm correct, a disc that we can get from the regular vaults. We got the Guster banner, and we got the other armor trim. If we have the other pattern at home, we might have all the collectibles now out of a chamber. We gotta start bringing this crap home anyways. Let's go home and check real quick. As far as collectibles go for our future museum, we still need 1 more pattern, and we need 3 discs. They're going to be in ominous vaults, regular vaults, and in the pots. So we still have more to do there, but I'm not doing it now. I promised I would move on to other stuff, and well, it's time to do that. So let's move on for realsies this time. Jumping back on our chore grind, we need to start farming up a whole bunch of wood. Now, we didn't farm up the spruce right here because we're going to do that in a different location, and I'm actually really excited about it because that means I get to build something out of the area we clear out, and oh my gosh, am I excited for it. And then we go gather all the ever so precious spruce wood, by far best wood in the game. Best wood in the game. I really, really love this biome too. Oh, it's so beautiful. Just the natural landscape's just awesome. And it's just even better with it surrounded by snowy mountains. Anyways, we're going to get to building a nice little, what I'm going to call an Elven cottage. So this one, we're just going to rock out to a little bit of music, and I'll be back in literally 1 minute. Now, I think that's coming out pretty cool so far. And our whole vibe in here is completely about nature. Hobbit holes, elven houses, druidic buildings, druid worship centers like stone circles. And I think I want one big tree in the middle. Everything's about nature in here. Think if you took like Lord of the Rings and D&D and Alice in Wonderland and just smashed them all together. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but I'm telling you, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's very, very heavy fantasy greenery vibes. Now, as far as the interior of this house, let me show you this. Oh yeah, you've never seen an interior like this. Oh my gosh, is this awesome? Nah, I joke, but I will do it. Just not just yet because this is going to be my home in the area. I'll have a little bit of storage in here, and this will be. This is where I will come to sleep if I'm in the area building. But for right now, we're done with this. But this sets up our canvas for our future in this area, and I am so excited to get to work on this. Honestly, honestly, if I'm probably more excited about this than the Citadel. However, the Citadel is going to be awesome too, but we still need more blocks. I know, I told you at the beginning, it's going to be one heck of a grind, but now we have no dark prismarine. We burnt it all up right there. What does that mean? It means I need to go poke some fishies in the face and raid some ocean monuments. I'll be setting a farm up for that eventually, but I'm not wasting the 10 hours or plus to drain a monument right now to do it. So let's continue this adventure. All right, well, we got our fishy poker, we got our chest plate, milk, more milk in here, night vision, and water breathing. We're not expecting too much resistance from these ocean monuments, and we're going to try to get through them really quick. Now, that being said, best case scenario, we come back with a whole bunch of dark prismarine and a whole bunch of sponges. Worst case scenario, we just get the prismarine, because there's no guarantee there's going to be sponges. Well, let's go get to fighting and see what we can come up with. You know, I really should take the time to do the farm. I'm going to have to do that really soon. Not in this one, though. And this time I mean it. That one should be the one we already did, I believe. That's probably the one we're going to make the farm out of. Let's go look for a different one. Oh, there's another one really close to the other one. I think this is the one we're going to do. Oh, did we do this one? I don't know. Let's find out. Nope, we did not do this one. All right, let's get set up. Oh, that's better. All right, let's get through this as quick as possible. Now, why is it every time this dude says everything's going to go perfectly fine or I don't foresee any problems, there's going to be some type of catastrophe every single time? But anyways, we poke all the big fishies and we drink our milk. It gets rid of all of our potion effects, so we drink some more potions. We're not too worried about the water breathing because we have golden apples or golden carrots and we have doors, so we don't really need to waste those right now. We go ahead and get some dark prismarine and some lanterns. Those are the two main things we're here for, plus the sponges, but that's not a guarantee. We do find one sponge room in this monument, so that's pretty cool. Alright, well, this one didn't go too bad. I mean, we got 3 stacks of dark prismarine and half a stack of sponges. It's not enough, though. It's definitely not enough. Let's go find another one. So we go to leave so we can head off for another monument, and we get attacked by 50,000 guardians. And I get trapped in a little corner, and you might be like, dude, you're in a corner. Why don't you just leave? Like, why are you there? Well, how about I show you what it looked like from my view when this happened? So here we go again, except without the hindsight. And there are so many lasers going off at the same time that I can see absolutely nothing. I have no idea where I am right now, and it is getting very not okay. We end up barely just getting out of there. Oh, that was close. That was very close. I accidentally switched off my golden apple. I did not mean to do that. Ugh. Let's try this again, hopefully with less almost dying. That was scary. That was definitely scary. Alright, here we go again. moving as fast as we can through these because, well, we're kind of running out of time. We take on the second monument. Now, this one right here, we actually get pretty lucky. It has 2 sponge rooms, and which you might think that's not that lucky, but sometimes they don't have any. So we're not complaining, like, at all in that situation. Alright, I think that's all we can get from this one. This one's actually been pretty successful. I'm going to try to get out of here without dying again. That escape was much easier. Well, it wasn't quite as much dark prismarine as we were looking for. However, our sea lantern game, well, that's pretty cool. And we got pretty lucky with the sponges. We found 3 sponge rooms. I'm ready to go home and dump this stuff off, but I did find a buried treasure map in a shipwreck right next to the ocean monument. Might as well go see if there's anything in it. Also, that coast trim that I believe you get from the shipwrecks has not been cooperating. I have looked in a lot of them. And our treasure should be right here. And it's kind of junk. It's kind of junk, but whatever. Let's grab this stuff and go home. Our resource grind is almost done, but we were already out and about and we needed some mud because it'll fit our Druidic Empire vibe and our Dwarven Kingdom vibe, so might as well grab it. Well, that should do us on mud for a bit. Sorry, Mangrove Swamp. Yeah, I needed your stuff. I might fix you up later. And now it's time for the most important mission of our entire series. Oh, there's a bamboo jungle. Can we find our... Oh, I see a panda. I see a panda. Is it a cool panda? Please be lazy or playful. You're just a regular panda, aren't you? I'm not saying you're not cute, but yeah, you're a regular one. I might take you home. Do we have any more? There's another one. Hey, buddy, are you a regular panda too? You are. Huh. I mean, I could just have you breed with the other panda. Maybe we get a playful panda. It's an option. I see 2 more, though. Oh, that one's rolling. That's a playful panda. Oh, he's coming home. He is coming home. Hey, silly. Oh, you're so cute. Do you want to come home with me? Uh-huh. I'm going to make you a boat. Oh, tell me I brought leads. I did. Oh, for once I thought ahead. Can you not get in the boat? I'll make you a deal. You get in the boat. When we get home, I'll make you some cake. There you go, buddy. Yeah, well, you had a friend around here. What kind of panda was he? Oh, you're just a regular panda. Huh. Do I settle for you right now? It seems as though a regular panda and a playful panda is just going to have to do for now. Now I want to get you both in the same boat. Nice. We start getting our panda friends home, and we have plans for an awesome habitat for these guys later. But right now, we just want to get them home. And let me tell you right now, the best thing ever added, ever, to Minecraft was being able to attach leads to boats. I'm hands down, best addition ever. There's home, panda friends. I might put you over at the castle for right now. Alright, buddy, for right now, you hang out here and you guard this keep. I'll be back. Well, we got some panda friends stashed over at the castle keep. We've had a fair amount of adventures, got some decent loot throughout this whole episode, and, well, I've been having fun with it. Now it's time to actually do a little bit of work on the Citadel. Now, we only have 12 days left before I want to end this episode. Roughly about 2 hours, unless some thunderstorms mess some stuff up. Now, we are not going to be doing the actual keep area, the castle-ish area, of this Citadel in this one. No, no, no. What I want to do is I want to finish on focusing on the walls and the bridges. That way our canvas is set up nicely for when we grind on the next episode. Because this will be the focus of the Citadel Part 2 in the next one. But right now, we're just going to get things set up, have a little bit of fun. Okay, so once again, we were way off. We don't spend 12 days on this. No, we spend more about 30. You know what? We were vibing with it. Now, admittedly, it took us a little while to really find our groove, but once we do, we really start having a lot of fun. And now, we want to finish off enough of this so we get an idea of what we want this upper section to be. So, I'm going to get to this. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, so we got our first upper housing section done. I really like this little, I don't know, I consider it like a dwarven apartment complex. It came out pretty cool, I thought. Now, this one here is big enough, and we have enough room behind it that we are definitely going to make some type of farm in here. Maybe 2 farms. I'm not really sure yet. So this one will have interior. And that's just another apartment complex. And of course, we started our first little bridge arch. Now, as far as what we want to do with the rest of this, on the other side there, we're going to have several more larger style houses for the upper area, probably to about this level. Don't know what I'm doing there yet. That might just be like a battlement stage. I don't know, or supply drop. We'll figure that out later. And one big grand arc right here. And then our temporary shulker platform. We're going to bring this as a steep staircase down to about right there. Loop it around, continuing to going down, which will give us easy access to our skeleton farm and our slime farm. And we were originally going to bring this section here around where the keep area is going to be, but we're not going to do that. It would land too close to that platform, and I'm not feeling that. What we're going to do instead is we're going to bring this second section down here, through like a little cave area right here with this arch, and bring it down along there. And it'll connect over to there at some point. And then as we get down to this section here, the section right above the bottom, this is where it's going to get very industrialized. There's going to be several farms in here and all kinds of other whatnot. I'm not sure if we're doing housing here or just like super industrial buildings. We'll figure that out later. And then as we hit the bottom, of course, right there's our entrance to our trial chamber. We're going to make a grand little entrance to that. And we're going to just taper this off really smoothly. And this is where the big, we'll say peasant area of the build's going to be. Lots and lots of smaller houses, little weird farms. There might be like a little normal farm down here like wheat and whatnot. But like I don't know, maybe we use some of the nether plants, make it look like they're growing some weird crops down here. I thought that'd be kind of cool, you know. We'll feel it as we go, as well as some custom rivers, maybe even some lava rivers. That would make sense. That would take a lot of lava, but I'm willing to do it. And of course, there's going to be some farms down here. We want to dig that geode completely out and like make it either suspended from the roof or held up with a pillar, like it's being utilized as well. And over here is a little area that we're definitely going to make like a little micro glow squid farm. They just been spawning down there like crazy, so I don't think they really have any other competition. And if they do, I'll take care of it later. I don't know. And of course, we still have to do the keep, and that's going to be a pretty grand structure right there. But our city's starting to look alive, like it's starting to come alive, and that's what I'm really vibing with. But as far as this episode, we are out of time. I have to go sort some of these shulkers and get our resource game just organized. We pretty much have all the blocks we need to really grind this thing out. But for right now, I'm out of time. I'm tired. I gotta get ready for this next episode. And, well, I hope you all enjoyed this. This one was a little bit different than my previous episodes, but I had fun. I had fun. I hope you guys did too. I hope you all have an amazing day, and thank you all so much for watching. Later, dudes. Well, hello there, you awesome peoples. I go by Hooligan, and we're sitting at over 1,500 days survived in hardcore Minecraft. Haven't even popped a totem yet. Yeah, pretty sweet. And we're sitting in our big hole we dug, the future Citadel. It's kind of becoming a Citadel. It's becoming a town, a city, a little bit. Anyways, in the last episode, we did a whole bunch of resource grinding and adventuring and quite a few little builds, but nothing too big and crazy. Now, we're flippity-flopping it in this one. This one is all about the building, so strap in and buckle up. Now, to get this started, just like in the last episode, I did a little section at the beginning where I just picked some areas that were kind of gross, that I didn't finish. And we're going to pick a section on this one just to warm our brains up. We're going to rock that out real quick, and then we're going to get to working on this very large city. Let's get to it. In today's segment of Finish What You Started, Nerd, we're working on our Iron Keep, our iron farm area. And in the last one, we did the little courtyard interior. Now, in this one, we want to add some walls to actually make it a gatehouse. Otherwise, it's not really a gatehouse. People could just walk around it, which is kind of the point of it being there. Anyways, so we want to add some walls. We want to add a little water gate right here. Now, we're going to extend that river out later, but for right now, that's where we're going to stop. And the surrounding area in front of it, we need some serious decoration, so we start terraforming it up. Now, what we want to put here is going to be a little dock, maybe a little warehouse, and we're not sure about some of the other things, but we'll just deal with that in a minute. You know, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Otherwise, my brain will go absolutely insane and get fried. We do know we want a little wheat field here for the color pop. It'll look pretty sweet. Now it's time to make our area in front of the Iron Keep something that is appealing, or at least more appealing than it is right now. I don't know. It'll probably come out cool. We'll see. So we go ahead and start our dock idea up there. We still have a lot to do on that. We'll do that in a second. Right now, we're trying to get the rest of our terraforming done underneath the dock, because we kind of left it just a floating platform, and well, if you do catch a glimpse of it, it's pretty ugly. It's pretty ugly. So we start coming up with our dock idea, and we don't want this dock to be too big, but it would make sense that the castle would gather resources from this area, from the river. Now, on the other side of this river, I do want there to be a fishing village. Not in this episode, but it's in the plans for the future. And there was just way too much land right here, and the actual structure of the riverbed was just really weird, because it's actually a plains right there. It's not a river. That whole big lake is. I don't know why. The generation was just really funky. And right here, we're just going to whip up a little warehouse, and what I like to think of as like a little grain silo. We might change the roof of that a little bit later, but I'm not too worried about it right now. And here is that water gate, and we don't want to go too crazy with the details because we got other things to do. But for right now, we just want to get it to where it looks like it makes sense. And I wanted a little area where lumber is being collected to work on the castle, as well as some pathing, and that's just about it. Our area is filling up so quick. We have our town right there. We have our castle keep right here, where the walls are going to be extending very far and all the way around our entire mapped area. This wall here is going to extend over to that hill right there, and I'm going to build like a little custom mountain right there, but that's for later. That ain't for this episode or anytime soon. But this area right here, I think it came out pretty okay. Now, the area inside our little warehouse right here, it is empty. No, it's not done. The reason is I want to put a little micro farm in here. I'm going to figure out a way to make like a super composter. I don't know. I'll figure something out. There's going to be hoppers and mine carts and composters and whatever. That's what I want to do in there. But for right now, it can just stay blank because I don't really care that much right now. Now, over here, I think I want to get some of the resin, maybe even in this episode, and I think I want to put it on areas of this tree to make it look like fruit is growing on the trees. That's an idea. I don't know. I haven't really found a really use for the resin, especially the block anyways, because it is ugly. But maybe the resin itself could be cool. Yeah. And then we got our little cozy dock, and with a whole bunch of barrels and whatnot crap just laying around everywhere. And that's not just to clutter it up. It makes sense because if that town or a town farther away or another kingdom is bringing in supplies by boat, this is where it will get dropped off. It makes total sense to me. And over there, that is going to be a fishing village. I want to make a cute little cozy fishing village. Maybe, I don't know, 6 to 8 small buildings. I think it's going to look really, really cool. But that ain't for right now either. The right here and now is all right here. Oh, yes, we have so much to do. We really should just shut up and get to doing it. But we do have one thing we want to go do really, really quick. And that is snatch our beacon from our key farm we built last episode. Yeah, I had a whole lot of fun building this. I really did. I really did. And honestly, I'll probably be doing some more chambers at some point, just because they're really fun to do to me. And our side mission while we're here is to bring First Recon Team here home. Yeah. But before we take this beacon, we're just going to snatch as much of this tuff as we can out of these walls. And then I'm pretty sure we literally have everything to start rocking on the city. Let's do this real quick. Activate super duper resource gathering mode. Now, we only brought 3 shulkers along with us because, well, our shulker game is kind of whack right now. It is not so good. We got so much random crap just shoved into shulkers. It's kind of ridiculous. But I don't have time to sort them right now, so it is what it is. Now, we also needed to get just a little bit of the calcite, but you know my ADHD, and, well, I just had to finish digging this whole thing out so we could expose all the budding amethyst. And listen to this symphony. What do you think, boys? Should I get some of those crystals while I'm here? I mean, I'm already here. Alright, you talked me into it. You guys did some solid fighting in here, my dudes. Let's get you guys home for some well-deserved R&R. How about a nice little weekend at the Sniffer Ranch for all your troubles? All expenses paid. Rest up, because we'll have some more fights for you pretty soon. It's time to put some work down on our Citadel, but it's April Fool's Day, and I'm really hoping that this here, you see those carrots? I'm really hoping that's part of the April Fool's Day shenanigans that Mojang's up to. Otherwise, I'm worried about my world. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It can't be a coincidence. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm gonna get my shulker boxes right, my build game right, and then let's go put some work into this Citadel. Alright, we're ready to get this going. We got all this stuffs and more stuffs in here. And this is definitely an April Fool's joke, because watch this. Yeah, that's definitely April Fool's. Let's get going. I gotta say, that right there made a big difference. Made a big difference. And I think we're going to start off with the keep area. Should fill in a big portion of our city and let us figure out where we want to put the rest of the crap. Let's go. We should probably just go down here and get our beacon going before we start this. Save us some time later. This doesn't seem like a smart idea. Let's do it anyways. Oh, okay. Oh my, do we have an insane amount of work to get done in this episode. Now, we got building on building on building to get done. And, well, if that's what you came for, you're in the right place. Now, here, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor and just bear with me for a minute here with these colors. You see, my whole idea here is I'm trying something a little different. This whole entire Citadel, the foundation of it is going to be completely grayscale. That is what I am going for. Now, but it's not going to stay that way. So there's where the bear with me part comes in. And then we're going to come in and we're going to add buildings, color pops, and just break everything up with other blocks. But I do want the walls and all of the foundation, at least of the upper Citadel portion of the build, to be completely grayscale. And I want that on purpose because I think it's really going to contrast well. Like, see those apartments up there and how good they contrast with the gray? Oh, I love it. I love it. And we're going to be using so many different colors. It's going to be awesome. So we start getting some plots set up for new buildings. And we wanted a staircase going all the way down so we can access our slime farm and our skeleton spawner. And we wanted to just bridge that off anyways to the lower level. Everything in here, I want multiple connecting walkways and whatnot throughout the entire build. And right here is going to be a really, really cramped residential area. I want tons and tons of houses in this little section, and the houses are going to change the farther they go down. The upper section is going to be mostly larger, elaborate houses, like that's where the wealthy dwarven empire residents live. And as we go down, it's going to be like middle class, lots of cramped buildings, but still pretty fancy. And then as we reach the bottom, we want it to become more, more basic, more rural, where the dwarven workers are living and where the farms are happening and all that other whatnot. But yeah, we get our canvas set up and we add another arch into our little build too. We still have only one more arch to do. I guess the bridge is kind of an arch too, so we need to finish that up. But our canvas is starting to look good. Okay, our plan is coming together, and I'm really starting to vibe with it. Now, we got some plots for houses and all that set up already, and I think we're going to add a few more jutting out houses and some other bland gray areas. We'll deal with that later, though. Right now, we're still getting our canvas set up, because the reason we stopped right here to talk for a second is because we need to figure out how far we want to taper this off. How much of a slant do we want going into the big, the industrial section of the city, and then how much more do we want to come down with the walls? Because if we go down with the walls and end up just digging it out anyways, we just waste a bunch of time. So we need to figure out how far up we want to dig this out here, as well as how we want to dig this section out here. We definitely want to expose that geode and do something with it. I don't know what yet. And over here, we'll probably leave that alone. And on the sides of the castle keep area as well. We also need to figure out what we want to keep down here and what we want to elevate and bring up, because we want to utilize all these natural caves, but now it's time to figure out how and why. So that's what we got to do. All right, well, let's do it. Our grind is almost done to where we can actually get to the fun part of the building, which is the actual building and not just digging. I don't mind digging, but I'm ready to be done with it. And right here where we're digging out is what I'm planning is going to be like the market area of the Dwarven City. Now, that could change. I don't really know yet, but that is what I am planning. And we have several farms we want to put in this city as well. Like the little water pool over there, I'm going to make that into a glow squid farm. And we have several other farms planned. Some of them, they're going to go in the existing buildings we've already put in, and we've made plots for other ones. Now this geode here, it looks so awesome once it's dug out and exposed, and I don't know if I'm going to hang that from the ceiling or make that as like the top of like maybe like the Dwarven Inn, make it look all mystical. I don't know yet, but it's going to be something. I can't not use it. It's too awesome. And putting our last walls in on this side, well, close to last. I mean, there's still going to be a little bit more, but we're getting really close to the ground, which is super duper exciting. And right here, can you guess what's going to go here? It's going to go around the pillar. It's going to be nice and fiery. Yeah, that's going to be a lava lake. I'm going to need to get a whole lot of lava buckets to make that happen, though. And I wanted a little bridge coming off the tower itself across the lava lake. And that will give us access to our slime farm and our skeleton farm. So that's pretty sweet. All right, you starting to see the vision yet? We just have that one more bridge right there to do, and the underneath of that one, and then we're pretty close to not having to pillar up to build. Now, what do we have going on? Well, we got our floor fairly planned out. Over there's pretty much ready to go. Over here, we're thinking maybe it's going to be like a business district, and really industrial, forges, things like that. We'll figure that out in a little bit. And right there is already set in stone, literally. That is going to be the entrance to a trade hall specifically for masons. Makes sense, right? Everything in here is stone. That's where we're going to go to buy all our fancy terracottas and whatnots. We're going to bring all them villagers we have in that hole over at the starter town over at Hillcrest, and we're going to put them in there. And we might go ahead and just lose a few of them that have duplicate trades and try some more villagers for various other terracottas. Because we got several that gave like ones I didn't want, like nothing but glazed and whatever. Yeah, I don't want glazed terracotta. I don't want it. It's so ugly. And as Editor Hooligan said, this is going to be a lava lake. Every piece of granite around this pillar represents where we're going to put a bucket of lava. That means I need a lot of lava. Yeah, I don't know if I want to make that many trips. No. So we want to put a lava farm in here at some point anyways, so we're going to go get about a shulker's worth of lava, and we're going to make a temporary farm. And as we finish this building, we'll just, as it fills up, we'll just grab it and put it in those places. And it's going to look pretty cool when it's done. And I think we might even run a river through here into the lake and then maybe out that side again. I think that would look pretty cool too. But we need to go on a little adventure break because I need a break anyways, honestly. I need to go resupply my rockets. I need to get a shulker's worth of lava. And I don't know. We might do something else, or we might just jump right back into the grind. We'll figure it out. Our potion box is still doing pretty good. We might need to refill it up soon, but for this little adventure, we'll bring along a couple night vision and some fire resist. And we're going to repair that dude. Oh, yeah. What's up, Snowflake? Everything cool around here? No troubles? All right, you keep up the good work. I bring you a fishy. This is not where my gunpowder is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some more gunpowder soon, too. I got things to blow up in the future. That'll do. I absolutely love this little area in here. First things first, we got to repair our tools up. Okay, tools are all repaired, and the reason I mentioned that we're going to need to get a whole lot more gunpowder soon is I need to finish working on this nether hub soon. I want a bigger hole to fly through. For now, let's go get our lava. I got 30 buckets. That should do. Yeah, that'll do just fine. I'll get a little bit of magma just for decoration. Buddy, I'm busy here. I wonder if this farm has any magma in it. Not much. Not much. But that should do. I think we got some more back home anyways. Now I need 30 dripstone and pointed dripstone and, 30 cauldrons. I think I may already have that stuff. Oh, definitely. Oh, barely on this, though. It'll be enough for now, though. This might actually be one of the farms going in the Citadel. Yeah, definitely. We're going to get a pointed dripstone farm. And, of course, we'll hit up our keep gatehouse for the iron, because we have literally, infinite. I seriously love this farm. Oh, yeah, we have way more than this also. This farm has been cranking since day 10. And, well, they're actually going to be doing a tutorial on it. It may even be out by the time this video comes out or before it. I suggest you check it out because it'll definitely make you happier in your world. Well, let's go get this done. I need to get me some lava going. For right now, we'll just put it right here. If it looks cool enough, we might even just leave it here as our permanent lava farm. You know, as we're building this, we're thinking maybe we make this the industrial side of the city. We could even put a super smelter right next to it. It would make total sense. It'd be fuel forever. All right, cool. Just in the time to build that, we already got 4 filled up. This should fill this lake up pretty quick. And I might even put some type of roof on this, make it like a little, I don't know, it's going to be a market anyways. Would it be unreasonable that this dude's manufacturing and selling lava? Sounds weird, but this is Minecraft. I can do whatever I want. And the reason I put down granite as like a placeholder is, instead of just leaving it open, is because, well, lava, when you start placing it down, it's hard to tell where the source blocks are. So as we delete a block, we place the lava, and eventually it'll all be full. Just like that. But we'll be doing this over time while we're working on other things. 1,604 days, and we've gotten some pretty good progress in. Now, as we've been thinking about this more and more, we could just combo this with like a forge right here and a super smelter right here, and it would make sense that it would be in the market, because then the market can be right here, and we might even put like a dripstone farm right there. Just a heavy business area of the city. And I think I want to get that going first before we finish these walls. So this farm and the dripstone farm will be working while we work on the rest of it. So I need to go get some villagers to give me some redstone real quick. Yeah, I know. I'm a little all over the place right now, but it'll all come together. Trust me. And I got 2 villagers stashed inside that windmill just for this. Also, we should probably take a minute a little bit later and put our villager breeder villagers back inside. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think the reason my breeder broke is because I normally would take these guys out of here and move them right away. I left these guys in here, and I think it messed up the registration for the beds for the other ones. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true or not. All right, my dudes, I will need some redstone. Can you help me out? Thank you. Can you reset, please? And I don't think I will need to cure these guys. I can't really think of anything they would have that I would care about getting cheap. You stay here. I'll build you a little, I don't know, something later. That should do, and I have all my rails and redstone stuff in another box over back at the Citadel. So let's go do this. I'm not procrastinating here. I'll deal with those guys in a little bit. We pretty much have everything we need, and I think we're going to put our super smelter on this side with the output chest right about here. Or maybe like right here, because we'll be covering most of this right here up anyways, and that'll allow me to like shape the smelter, the lava farm, and like a little forge right here all into one cool industrial building. I think that's the plan. And then maybe we run a river along here into the lava pool, and then with a little bridge, and over here we'll have the market stalls right here, all that stuff, and a dripstone farm right here. Well, let's get to it. I'm excited for this. I really, really, really love building farms. We start whipping up our super smelter, and it's going to be so handy for making up mostly just cracked brick, especially for building the floor of our city here. Now, this is not my design, and it's a very old design. I have no idea who originally came up with this. I usually like to try to give people credit if I know who. I got no clue. Our super smelter is done, and we already ran a bunch of blocks through it, and we started placing our lava because, well, these are all filled up, so we started placing them. You probably won't see me do a whole lot of this lava lake. You might catch glimpses of it, but I have to do it whenever they're full and let them refill, so that'd just be crazy to try to make a time lapse of doing that. Now, as far as our little build here, it's pretty simple. Just a bunch of rails across a bunch of hoppers and whatnot. Now, this right here gets filled up with coal, and we'll put a bunch of extra coal in here for storage. And we put the items we want to smelt up in here. And it's done pretty good so far. Yeah, we just ran this through while we were decorating it up. And with everything in our build, we start placing down plots. And I chose this one for a little weird housing section because this little area right here, the way it transitions from the diagonal into this to the cave, it just didn't feel right to just pile it with tough blocks. So we're going to put some type of houses right here. And now it's time to whip up our dripstone farm. We're going to do that and probably smash all these walls in just really quick. Now, we are literally seconds from finally getting to build in our city and not just do walls. I've been doing walls for so freaking long. I'm betting this episode might be like a 300-day episode. I don't really know. But we have plans for so many farms, so many houses. Some of them houses might even contain some of the farms. And some of them are just going to be mock houses. Some of them are not going to have interiors. They're just going to be well, they're going to be fake. They're going to be very fake. Some of them, not all of them. And we go ahead and put our last bridge in. We have a little touch up to do on the bridge on the other side, but we ain't too worried about that. With these walls finally getting done and our plots lined out, we can finally start building cool stuff, and I am ready to do it. Let's go. First up, our lava farm needs a whole lot of decorations, and we're going to be harvesting this lava and putting it in the lake and a little river as we do this. Now, our whole idea with this specific one is we want to tie three things together. I had mentioned it before. I know it's probably the third time I've said it. We want the forge, the smelter, and the lava farm to all be one structure, and it came out pretty cool. Now, we start building our dripstone farm, and I'm going to tell you right now, I mess it up. So I wanted to make it like a U shape where they all funnel around into one chest, but for some reason, even though all the redstone was hooked up, it didn't work. Like, only some of the pistons were activating, and my brain says they should have all been activated. And I just was like, whatever, I don't really care that much. I'll just make two separate dripstone farms in there and just fun them all together with hoppers. Whatever. It came out just fine. And we start adding our river towards the lake. Oh, this is going to be so cool when it's done, but it's going to take a while. With the majority of the walls in, we can finally start finding our flow, just putting this city together. We start laying out tons and tons of plots. And most of these plots, we know exactly what we want to go there, like what they're going to look like. Now, the other ones are just rough plots that we'll just figure it out. I like doing that. I like just throwing on a plot and seeing if I can make it work. Most of the time it works. Sometimes it doesn't. We just adjust as we go. Now, we are going to be over 200 days just in this episode alone by the time we're done with this little segment here. So I'm going to tell you right now, there's probably going to be one more episode involved in finishing this city. But it won't be a long one. It'll probably be a little bit shorter because we're getting so close. Now, as far as the floors go, we want to go with brick and granite with a little bit of green pops. And we're going to be using some of the pale moss to border some of the weird spots out. Now, I'm going to shut up for a minute, rock this segment out, and I'll be back in a second. 1,720 days, and oh my gosh, this was so much work, and we're still not even done. And also, it's so deep and bright down here that you don't even know it's nighttime unless you look up. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I'm really surprised I haven't got a creeper dropped on my face yet. Been a couple zombies, no creeper. Let's take a look at where we're at so far. Now, I added some cages in here, and the reason I did that, I like the idea that the dwarves themselves would be utilizing the denizens of the deep, of the caves, to their advantage. So we captured ourselves a slime and named him Slimer because I'm so super original with names. Yeah, and we want to get two more in here, but we want those to be the medium slimes. And then over here, I think we want to put an iron golem in here. Iron golem, whichever one it is, I don't know. Because I like the idea that they would be using contraptions, especially mechanical contraptions. When I think of dwarves, I think mechanical as well. And I made up some name tags, and then the slime disappeared, so we'll have to wait for that. We also whipped up a little glow squid farm. It's working pretty good. I still have a little bit of competition from caves in here, but we got 20 ink already, I think. Yeah. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. I'm not going to use that much of it. By the time I come in here looking to actually use it, there'll probably be several stacks. And we still need to decorate this portion up a little bit. It'll be pretty quick. And this is the south gate to the caverns. This opens up into all the big open cave systems surrounding the Citadel. We still have more to explore in these caves, too. And the whole idea through this city is tons and tons of cramped corridors, at least at the bottom. That is what we are going for. That is our vibe. And I think it's coming together. And our forge area is looking really cool. I really love this lava lake, or the river, and the lake. The lake and the river. Very, very much so. And we still need to decorate up in here, but our dripstone farm has been doing pretty decent. We even used some of it because we ran out of regular dripstone and didn't feel like going back and buying it from the villagers. And since it's nighttime, there's something I need to do that's been long overdue. Oh, our starter town at night looks awesome. Alright now, dudes, if I put you back in this breeder, are you going to stay there? Huh? Let's find out. And let's get these guys out of here. Okay, they're both back in there. Okay, now I hope they stay in there this time. What do I do with you two? As far as you two guys, I think you're going to go in the little chapel section of the castle. Yeah, you're going to live there forever. Let's go put you there. We're not going to build your home just yet, but you're going to get stashed again. Yeah, just deal with it. Can I fly with these? Well, let's try. I cannot. But can I glide them from the roof? Okay, that was actually pretty cool. Alright, my dudes, we're just going to get a temporary box right here. But that little experiment worked out well. Here's a nightlight. I'll be back soon. And these guys are actually staying in there. That worked out pretty well. I probably shouldn't have used solid blocks because they almost died when I tried to pillar up. However, all these masons I got down here, I currently got 9 of these guys, and they're not all going to make the cut. But that little experiment we just did means if I just do a bunch of scaffolding, like, I don't know, like 100 blocks up in the air, pull them all the way up there, I should be able to glide them over 2 by 2 all the way to the Citadel. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Yep, you got dripstone. We're keeping you. And you got brown terracotta. Looks like you two are the first ones up. Go on, boys. You too. Get in there. Go. I don't think this is tall enough to make it all the way there, though. But we can try. Alright, so not quite. We're just going to need some more scaffolding. Hopefully nobody eats those villagers while I'm getting it. This is very weird. Hey, there we go. We're going to make a little temporary area to house these dudes. Alright, temporarily, they'll be safe in here. Shouldn't be too hard to whip up a little trading hall in here, but I ain't doing that right now. Right now, I just want to get them all over here. Now, if we stack this scaffolding with the other scaffolding, then we should be able to fly all the way to the Citadel. Ooh, you got yellow. We're keeping you. Yeah, we already have a gray dude. Ooh, but this guy's got gray and brown. We're keeping him too. Alright, now at this point, I can't see how we don't make it. Very nice. And I'm going to have to section these guys off, otherwise they're going to start spawning iron golems. Ooh, here's our opportunity to get the little guys in the cage. Come on, little dudes. Can they fit through this hole? Ooh, they can. Can they fit through that hole? There we go. And we'll go with Trevor. And Corey. No, that's cool. Yeah, we might as well get this dude in here too. Yeah, I'm digging this little idea here. Anyways, are any of the other villagers worth bringing over? I don't think they have very good trades. Now, these other 5 villagers, their trades just simply do not make the cut. They kind of suck. But I'm going to give them a chance, all right? You hearing me, buddy? If you can make me some babies that do have good trades, I'll give you an honorary place in the Citadel. If not, well, we're going to have a very awkward talk. We'll deal with the rest of those guys later, though. We got work to do over here. We're running out of time, but I want to get as much done as I can. Now, it seems like we're almost done with this city, but realistically, with all the houses we have to put here and the walls and the details into here, like I want to add patches of rooted dirt with hanging roots coming down, maybe some of those gray vines, the pale moss vines, things like that. Well, we still probably got about 30 hours left of work to do in this thing. But I still got a little bit of gas in my tank for this episode, and then we're probably going to call it quits. But let's see what we can get done. I think I want to focus on getting the walls done here and see if we can't get the rest of the city built up to the entrance to that tunnel. And we'll see what we can do. Now, things are starting to look pretty cool. We still have a ton of work to do. I'm not sure exactly how much more we have to do as far as time-wise, but we still got more to do. We did go ahead and do a little bit of planning over here. Let me show you. Alright, so as far as over here, we only wanted to go so far back, and we're going to have to taper this off. We kind of stopped planning a little bit because we started placing plots right here and realized that this is going to come down right into them. And we didn't really want that, so we'll figure that out later. Now, that building right there, I'm not sure if it's going to be an inn or some type of other structure. I'm not sure, but it's going to be a big structure doing something with that. Don't know yet, but it's going to be. And of course here we'll have an entrance to our mega trade hall for all our masonry needs. Some type of big building here. I'm thinking maybe like a dwarven library. That could be pretty cool. And I'm not sure what this building right here is going to be yet. I'm not sure if it's going to be functional. It might just be a mock building with like a little arch right here going over this lava right here. But something's going to go here. And as far as this space goes, oh, you'll never believe this. I have no idea yet. Nope, not a clue. Not a clue. And then we got our staircase that's going to connect up through there. It's not fully pathed yet, but we're kind of just trying to get an idea of how it's going to be laid out. And I think this right here breaks that building up pretty good. Yeah, it was looking weird until I put that in. But now here's the thing. With nearly 250 days spent on this episode, I'm tapped out. And I don't just mean that mentally. I am. I need to revamp my brain for a minute and then come right back at it. But we're tapped out resource-wise. All our regular tough is gone. Most of our woods are gone. Yeah, we need to go resupply. So I need to go sort this ridiculous shulker monster, resupply all my build boxes, and get ready for the next section of the grind. Now, I will say that the next section of the grind is going to be much, much smoother, because we have plots lined up everywhere. Oh, I'm excited to do that section. Super, super cramped, tons and tons of buildings all put together. That's going to be a lot of fun. And while we might add a couple more areas in when we're done, like just buildings right here or whatnot, all our plots are pretty much laid out. And besides that, once we get this done down here and our plots, all we have left is the actual castle, which actually should go pretty quick. But for right now, I'm done with this one, dudes. Yeah, I need about 12 hours of a break, spend a little chill time just sorting boxes, watch a movie, and then I'm coming right back into it. Now, here I will promise you, it's been over 2 weeks since I posted a video. The next one will be out much sooner. This one just took forever, and well, with spring break and holidays and tornadoes and storms, yes, I got set back big time. Yeah, I'm not trying to make excuses, just saying. But I truly enjoy you all watching. It means so much to me. I love doing this content. I absolutely do. And I'll be getting to all the comments as soon as I post this video. I've been slacking on that too. Like I said, life's been crazy. So bear with me, my dudes. I am trying to bring you the best as quick as I can. Until then, see you in the next one, and peace and love, fam. Well, hello there, you awesome peoples. I go by Hooligan, and oh yeah, we about to do some Minecraft. In the last episode, we took this canvas right here, and we started to transform it. We are getting so close to finishing our Citadel. Yes, this is what we got done, and it is looking awesome, at least in my opinion. You know, I do this YouTube stuff not just for you guys, I do it for me too. It makes me happy, and I am really happy with the way this Citadel is coming out. Now, we are ready to hit the ground running. Oh, yes, we are. But unfortunately, we still have to do a few chores. I wouldn't even say unfortunately. I really enjoy doing this. I love chopping trees and gathering resources to an extent. Tree chopping is something I don't really want to automate. I actually enjoy doing it myself, especially whenever I get to clear out this canvas for our future druidic empire. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about this. This is definitely the next project. Maybe. Probably. But definitely. We were already on our resource grind, and we needed a bit more pale oak, so we decided to actually go to a pale oak forest in hopes to find some of the creaking hearts. Why? Because I want to make a little mini farm and get some of the resin to try to make an orchard. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I think that could be really cool. So we whip up just a little bitty simple farm, and it works pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to build a mega farm for it or a big farm, but right now it's doing just fine. Our chores are almost done, but I wanted to make an autocrafter for my melon farm. Why is this important right now? The answer to that is it's not. I just wanted to do it, so I did it. Yeah. And our last little chore before we get this episode a rocking is to expand my overflow in my storage house. Oh, this was much needed. Why? Because I have been shuffling shulkers for a long time now. I actually mentioned in the last episode that my shulker game was an absolute nightmare. So we relocate where our bamboo farm drops off, and we start adding some new areas that we can store mass amounts of resources. Some of them are just empty plots right now, but they will be full at some point. And I also wanted a little dump spot where I can unload shulkers and just kind of chill and organize things as I'm done with projects. Came out cool. Well, what is up, my dudes? I've been sitting here just talking to Snowflake, and he's been yelling at me to stop yapping and go build this citadel. Yeah, I know, buddy. I hear you. Chill out. I'm working on it. Anyways, that is what we are going to do. I want it done in this episode, and I think we can do it. And I think if we work hard enough, we'll have enough time left over to have some little adventures and some fun, goofy times afterwards. That is the plan. That is what we are trying to do. Now, we still need two things, and we're going to do them super, super duper quick. We need a whole bunch of sand so we can blow up a whole bunch of deep slate and tuff. We also... In a little bit later on, we want to try to make ourselves an orange grove. Yeah, I know, you're like, what? Huh? That doesn't make any sense. How are you going to do that? Well, I'm thinking if we take these azalea and flowering azalea leaves, make some custom wispy trees in rows like an orchard, I think we can use this resin to make it look like it's growing orange fruit. Yeah, I think that could actually work. Anyways, that's for later. Right now, let's go get some sand so we can blow some stuff up underneath the citadel and use the stuff that we blew up from underneath the citadel to build the citadel. Yeah, okay, let's just do this. Heading over to our mining desert, our goal is to get enough sand to make a whole bunch of TNT and still have some decorative sand left over. Now, once again, digging sand is another thing that I really don't mind doing manually. Sometimes I blow it up, but I don't mind digging it. We got 3 boxes of sand and another box of sandstone. I think that'll do for now. I might be using a little bit of the sandstone in the build. I'm not really sure yet. We're ready to go home and get ourselves a little bit of tuff and deep slate and then get to working on the city. However, I have been seeing kitties all over the place over here. I just want to go see if there are any of the ones I don't have. I only need 3 more. Oh, I got you already, buddy. Oh, hey, gold. Oh, I don't think we have him. Oh, I think I have fishies in my adventure box. I do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't have him. Come on, bud, let's go home. All right, we're back home. Where did I put my other kitties? Oh, right there. All right, all we need is the ragdoll and the black cat. I wasn't actually planning on getting any kitties or bringing them home, but he was there, so why not? Anyways, now we have 130 days before we hit 1900 days, and that's where I want to end this episode. Now, don't get me wrong, if I go over, I'm not stopping until that citadel's done. Oh yeah, it's going to be done. Yes. However, I did spend 2 real-life hours AFK in the creeper farm, so we're looking really good on boom booms. Yeah, we're going to explode a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to take 2 entire shulkers right here of sand and see how much explosives we get from it. Oh yes, 13.5 stacks of TNT will do nicely. And I think what we're going to do is we're probably only going to need about 2 stacks to maybe a stack and a half to get the resources we need. Everything else is reserved to explode the nether roof. Yeah, that's the goal. But that's for later anyways. Let's go blow up some deep slate. Yep. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that we can finish off this grind. Also, slimes are very dumb. They just jump right into the lava. And I think we're gonna dig down a little bit. Probably maybe like right there. Like 10 blocks. And just explode that way. Well, let's try that. If we keep our explosions close to the beacon, but not too close, we should be able to save explosion resources by insta-mining the tuff. So we get to digging and exploding and exploding and digging. By the way, if you are annoyed as me that deep slate doesn't insta-mine with a beacon, just explode it. Nobody wants regular deep slate anyways, and if you do, you don't need that much of it. Everybody wants cobbled. So just blow it up. It'll do the work for you. Now, that being said, we don't need that much deep slate. We only need maybe a shulker. It's just going to be used for trim mostly. And we don't need that much tuff either. Hopefully about 2 shulkers. Because most of the walls are already done, and we don't plan on using that much more tuff otherwise. Alright, I think that'll do. That'll do. If it's not enough, we'll deal with it later. I could start mob-proofing these other slime chunks that we're not using. I could increase our farm, but I don't think I need to. Yeah, I don't think I need to. Like, at all. I don't even know what I'm going to do with what I have already. If I do decide to spawn-proof all the other slime chunks, I think the easiest way would just be to put some moss down here and grow the crap out of it. That should stop anything from spawning. Oh my dudes, I am really starting to feel the need for some adventure here soon. But before that, we have to put in our grind. We have to put in our work. Why? Because work before play. That's just the way things are in Minecraft and in real life. But whatever. Anyways, we're started at the very top of our city in the what we'll call the keep area. Now, we don't really have a solid plan of what we want this thing to look like in the end. We do know that we wanted a place for our doggy war council right there. We'll decorate that up later. That's not what it's going to look like, but that's where they're going to live. Now, we start just kind of feeling everything out. There's going to be some big changes to this little keep later on. Right now, I just want to get the base structure set up, a few details, and we'll come in and we'll just make it look a lot cooler later, because right now it's looking a little funky, but I'll figure out some ways to break some things up, to add a few things, delete a few things, and eventually it's gonna work. Now this backside I probably won't touch again because I think it actually came out pretty cool. And we actually might add some stone retaining walls at the bottom of the castle around the rest of it as well, because it looked pretty cool. But this is what we got so far. Still more to come, though, for sure. As Editor Hooligan probably already said, we're going to need to do some adjustments to this keep. Right now, it's okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. This backside here, I like this portion of it. I do. And even looking at it from this angle, it's not too bad. It still needs some stuff, but yeah, like right here, these weird, just empty areas at the front, they need something. I don't know what yet, though. And right here's where things got kind of wonky during the build. Why? Because when I look at this, I can't help but see a face. There was originally more of these grates right there, and it really looked like a face. These eyebrows right here, yeah, I don't know. Might have to change that up. But anyways, we'll be working more on this in just a little bit. I think we'll finish everything off with the details of the keep. Because right now, I want to go work on these buildings down here and start getting towards the lower floors. Because I need to think on this for a second. I know I can make it look cool. I just don't know how yet. Anyways, let's keep going. And now it's time to put in our real grind. Oh my gosh, are we so excited about this? We are. We have so many build ideas. We have color palettes laid out in shulker boxes, and we'll be working mostly with either stone or blocks that resemble some type of stone. If it's a rocky material, that's what we're going for through this entire build. It makes sense. I mean, it's a giant hole made of stone. I'm not using much wood. Plus, I want to save my wood color palettes for other builds. I don't want to overuse my templates. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this ends up being one of my favorite time-lapse, if not my absolute favorite time-lapse I have ever done, ever, in my entire Minecraft career. Oh, it comes out so awesome. But anyways, let's rock this out and let's get on to other stuff. My dudes, I don't think there's any way I could be any happier with this. Oh, I love it. I don't regret anything. We kind of overused our window idea a little bit throughout these builds a little bit, but I wanted it to be somewhat uniform, so I don't regret that either. Oh, I love it. I love it. I really like this big brick building here and the brick building right here. Very, very low detail, but for some reason the industrialization look of it just works. It might add a little something to it, but not much. I want to keep it somewhat plain. Oh, I love it. I know I just said that, but I'm going to say it again because I do. And we added 2 new farms to our Citadel. Let me show you. Super simple, but very effective farms. This one's for glow lichen. This one's for rooted dirt. They are manual as far as the harvesting goes, but they go so quick, it only takes like a minute and you got like an entire box full. So no big deal there. The biggest issue is going to be keeping it full of bone meal. We'll deal with that in a little bit, though. We got plenty for right now. And this little section over here came out pretty awesome, too. Yeah, that right there might be a little too bright for the city. But for right now, I'm leaving it. The only thing I really want to do more on what we've already just did is maybe add a little bit of a dirt patches with some hanging root and the pale moss. Other than that, I'm happy with it all. And what do we have left? In the last episode, we finished the entire downstairs depth section of this side of the city. Oh, and it came out awesome. Now, that just leaves this side over here. Figure out what we're going to do with that geode, these buildings right here. I have no idea what's going on right here yet. We'll figure something out. And other than that, we have to do our Grand Mason Hall, which already has 4 villagers in it. We're going to need to breed up a couple more and get some better trades for sure. Yeah. And, of course, the lava lake, but we'll do that whenever we feel like doing it. Probably when we're doing this. Of course, there's still the keep that we need to, we'll just say, fix. It's coming along. But after all we just did down there, I'm feeling pretty confident we can make this look awesome. But we have earned ourselves an adventure break. Yes, we are at 1,830 days, and we want to end this episode at 1,900 days. I don't see that down there and this right here, which is all we have left, taking that many days. So I think we can take a little break, go have some adventure, and then we'll get back and finish this up. So what's on the adventuring menu for today? Well, let me show you. All right, there's our entrance to our trial chamber. I know I've done a bunch of trial chambers, but this one's going to be a little different because we're not doing ominous mode. We don't really care about fighting. We're just going to wipe stuff out really quick, but we do have all these keys. I'm hoping this gets us everything we need to get the rest of the collectibles out of this chamber. That's going to be the quick little mission. Well, we're just going to rock right through it. We don't need any of the blocks or any of that other stuff. Mission number 2, we just want to explore. I think we're going to go south because we have not went south at all. And just see if we can't find our other kitties. We only need 2 more. Maybe some sherds, maybe some, what do you call them? Armor templates? Oh, I don't know why my brain didn't think of that. Huh. Anyways, and just see what we find. Raid some villages and get into some shenanigans. Who knows? But right now, I want to go see what we can get out of this chamber. And being that it's not ominous mode, and I have all this plus this, yeah, we're going to be fine. Now, as far as this chamber goes, I want to keep it completely intact as much as possible. Which I already destroyed this. I might have to put that back. Whatever. Getting the party started, we pop a night vision potion. Night vision potions have become my favorite potion in the entire game. I absolutely love it, and I always keep them on me, like at all times. Now, fun fact about your dude here, for many years, and I mean many years, I thought all potions except weakness potions for curing villagers were dumb. Yeah, I actually thought that. A Minecraft YouTuber thought that all potions were useless and dumb. Yeah, I'm so freaking good at this game, it's ridiculous. Ugh. Anyways, we start collecting up dispensers and hoppers anytime we see them. Why? Because that's free awesome stuff we can use later. Now, as far as collectibles go, we're looking for a couple music discs. We are looking for one of the banner patterns, I believe the flow. and a couple of the shards. Nothing too crazy. Now, we end up getting another heavy core. I don't know if I actually show that here, but we do get one. Now, will I ever use it? I don't really know, because I'm not really the biggest fan of the maces. I mean, they're cool in PvP, but PvE, I just don't think they're worth the effort as far as reliability. Kind of like why I usually wear my elytra everywhere. I'd prefer mobility over the extra armor, except in enclosed spaces like this. Anyways, we're getting through this grind. We're going to play our fight song, and I'll be back in a second, and we'll get on to some other stuff. We spent over 40 keys. That's got to be enough to get all the collectibles, right? I have to go home and see what I already had and what I just got. One way or another, I got to go make up some more night vision potions anyways before we go on our next adventure. So let's go check this out. Can't fly without this. Well, as far as collectibles go, the only thing we still need is one more music disc. And it's the one that comes only from the ominous vault with like a 7% chance. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Literally one thing. Everything else is good. Yeah, we got all the rest of the collectibles. Now, that being said, that was a pretty good haul. We got a block of diamonds, 20 diamonds, 2 tridents, so we can have some funsy time with some riptide at some point, 2 enchanted golden apples, and another heavy core. So, not the worst. Not the worst. Not the worst. But I am not going to do another chamber right now. No, I want to go do some other adventuring. I think for funsies, we might load up a stream, really, really soon, and just go fight some chambers on stream until we get that last thing we need. Right now, I want to go to the south, just explore, see what we can see. Now, we're likely going to be flying thousands and thousands of blocks, looking for just cool stuff and kitty cats and anything else I might be able to find. In our potion game, well, we tapped out all our night vision, so we made up a whole bunch of that. We already had fire resist, which we'll need when we make our portal to get back through the Nether. I think we're going to do that through the Nether roof, depending on how far we go. And of course, we had to make up a whole bunch of rockets, because we don't know how long we're going to be flying. And we needed to repair up our elytra, and we didn't really feel like going to our XP farm, and we needed some golden carrots anyways, and it's super quick to repair an elytra. And of course, we get some ender pearls so we can get back home. Alright, well, we got everything we could possibly need. Let's get this journey going. See what we can get into. First village, do we have any kitty cats? Oh, I see a kitty cat. Lots of kitty cats. Well, we already have all these kitties, so we'll settle for some petty theft. How about this one? We got you. What about you? Dang, we got him too. I see a swamp, but I don't see any witch's hut. It's a little bitty swamp. But there's some more over here. Nope, that's all a bust. Also, am I the only one? Oh, more swamp. Am I the only one that thinks that swamps are underrated? Oh, I think that's the ragdoll. That's one of the 2 we need, I believe. Fishies? Yep, that's him. We need him. All right, buddy. You stay here for right now, okay? I don't know how far I'm going to be traveling south. I'll mark this coordinates. I'll come back and get you. Oh, outpost. What can we get in here? That was a lot of pillagers. Well, they got some allays, but I don't really need them right now. I already got a couple back at home. I'll just mark it. Okay, we got another swamp. And it does have a witch's hut. Does it have a witch in it? It does. There should be a black cat in there. Oh, there is. Oh, we got them all. Hey, buddy. I've never actually gotten a black cat in Minecraft ever. Like, ever. Oh, you're going to get a special name. You're really cute. Now I need to get you 5,000 blocks home. Huh. What else is around here? Doesn't seem to be anything too crazy. Oh, there's some ocean over here. Looks like a few ruins, maybe. Alright, so we didn't bring a brush with us. That's a little unfortunate because I wanted to maybe try to get some sherds and whatnot. However, what we can do is we can set up a portal here, and then we can go through it, get on the nether roof, link it up there, bring this kitty cat home that way, and then we'll have a way to get back here quickly on the nether roof, and we can make a future farm out of this witch's hut. I think that's the play. What do you think, buddy? Is that the play? Yeah, you don't want to live in this hut. I got castles and villas and all kinds of cool stuff. That's what you want to do, right? Yeah, yeah. We start clearing out some land so we can establish a base over here. And I think at some point I want to build like a swamp kingdom or swamp village. I think that would be cool. I've never done that before and it might be fun. And we didn't just want our portal just out in the middle of nowhere, so we started whipping up this weird tree. I'll add some stuff to it later, but right now it's just a weird tree. But I wanted to use only the stuff I found locally and the stuff we collected along this journey. It came out cool. Okay, so we got a little swamp portal set up. It looks kind of awkward right now, but it's kind of cool. Whatever. It's better than just a portal sitting in the middle of nowhere, I'll tell you that. Anyways, we changed our plan just a little bit. We're still going to link this up on the nether roof, but I think we're going to hopscotch that dude home the normal way. We can pick up our other kitty along the way. Plus, if we go to the west or the east and then head north, we can scout some new territory. Maybe we'll find, I don't know, I at least want to come home with a couple sherds or an armor trim or something. So we'll be looking for shipwrecks and whatnot on the way home. And honestly, it shouldn't be too hard for me just to find a chicken and a piece of copper. And we can make a brush too. So that's what we're going to do. Hey, bud, I need your feathers. Thank you. Sorry. And as far as copper, there'll probably just be some down in this water hole. That'll work. And, buddy, I think you're going to stay here. It'd be a lot quicker in just a little bit just to bring you back through the portal. So hang out. Don't worry. I'll be back. And we're going to go a bit to the west and then go north. In the oceans, we're looking for, well, shipwrecks and ruins. What can we find? Activate Super Adventure Montage. Yeah, we're just out here looking for sherds, templates, anything that we consider collectible that will go into a museum at some point. I don't know where or when I'm going to build the museum, but I'm definitely going to build one. And I want it to be pretty big. Very, very grand. Anyways, we do this for over 2 hours, so I just simply cannot show every bit of the footage, but we do get a fair amount of the sherds. We are trying to get as many as we can from the cold ocean. If we can collect all those up so we never have to do another ruin in a cold ocean, that'd be pretty super sweet, because that's all we're seeing around us is just a whole bunch of cold ocean. And we end up doing a whole bunch of buried treasures as well. There's nothing really that specific we want from the buried treasures, but we might as well just collect the diamonds and any other cool stuff that we get from them. I mean, we're already out here. We got the maps. It'd be kind of silly not to. But also, what do you guys think about the archaeology feature of the game? I love it. I absolutely love it. It's perfect whenever you just got done building a crap ton of stuff and you just need a little break. And we do end up getting the coast armor trim. Oh yes, that's one off the list. Every one we check off the list is a relief because that's a lot less of a headache I have to deal with later. Yeah, and we were really hoping to get the trim from one of the outposts. We end up doing about 3 outposts, and they are all a bust. We end up getting a horn. That's it. The loot in those sucks. And we get up a bunch of this blue ice underneath a iceberg. Why? Because we want to make a basalt farm with it later. That way I don't have to go to the Nether to get it. The more farms we have, the more resources we have to build. As far as the fighting goes, most of these fights are a joke. We did run into a bunch of Trident boys that posed just a little bit of a problem, but nothing too crazy. And anyways, with all the loot we've collected, we're getting really ready to go home. So I flew all kinds of places around to the west and up to the north. I think at this point I'm ready to go home. We checked a couple outposts. They were all a bust, and I haven't seen any more. However, we did get all the shards we need from the cold ocean, as well as the coast armor trim. That's pretty sweet. I was really hoping to get the armor trim from an outpost, but, well, we're just going to have to deal with that later. We made some good progress on our future museum, a little bit of adventuring, and well, I'm really ready just to go home. So that's what we're going to do. All right, buddy. Come on, let's get you home. We'll go back and get your other friend in a minute. Oh, finally. Oh, that took forever. Let's get this kitty with the other kitties. All right, now we just got to go get your last friend. And, I don't know, we might make you guys into some kitty Illuminati underground something over at the Citadel. Or maybe something a little less ridiculous. We'll figure that out later. Now, we have 3 days till we're at 1,850 days. That'll give us 50 days left to finish up the Citadel. But most importantly, right now, we have to go rescue our other kitty friend. And we might as well set up a road to the South Hub while we're doing it. And I think our road palette for this season for our Forever World is going to be granite, I think. Granite and brick. Right now, we're just going to use granite because that's what we have the most of, just to get a 1-block road set up there. We'll decorate it up later. It ain't just going to be granite. We'll add some other darker blocks in, too, later. But right now, we just want to get a path set there and get our kitty friend home. Let's do this. Now, as far as the actual design of our hub, we know we want it to be 5 blocks off the ground, similar to how that portal sits right there. And we also know the one we're linking up right now, it's 650 blocks that way. So, it's going to be a lot of placing blocks. All right. All right, right here should be where our portal translates to. Let's get it set up and see if it actually takes us there. Okay, do we end up in a swamp or a random cave? Okay, cool. Cool. I'm hesitant about this, but what about the other way? Let me get my bow out. Also cool. All right, nice. Let's get our kitty. Hey, you little cutie. You ready to go check out your new home? Plenty of other kitty friends to play with, lots of fishies. Come on, bud. Go on, buddy. All right, no, don't you go back to that portal. Come on. Those are just magma cubes, don't worry. Froggies are going to eat those. Yeah, I think I lost my lead, but you're worth it. Come on. The whole kitty cat army has been assembled. Oh, I gotta find some place to put you dudes. Like, really soon. Like, maybe this episode. Anyways, I'm about to venture out. Let's go get back to building. Back in our city, and we're in the final stretch. I think we're going to start with our trading hall right there and just work our way this way and just figure it out. And then we'll go finish up the keep. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's do this. So we start whipping up our trade hall. Now, the inside of this building is going to be kind of bland until later. Why? Because I still have villagers to get in here, and I don't want to put in like tables and decorations and then have to remove it all just to shuffle the villagers around. So we'll deal with that later. Now, we did go ahead and breed up a couple new villagers before we got this started. Okay, so we got our trading hall set up, and it definitely looks like a stone trading hall. If I saw that just as a random generated structure, that's what I would think it would be. Anyways, we have 14 spots for villagers in here. Some of them are already definitely worth keeping. Now, we did breed up 2 new villagers, and I don't think they're going to make the cut. This guy here, oh, so gross. However, he does have dripstone. I don't know yet. And this guy here, not the greatest. Not the greatest. But we do have all these other spaces. So if we get some really, really good villagers to put in here, we might just leave these guys in here. But that's for later. Right now, I just wanted it set up so these guys are secure. And then we'll be putting some decorations in here. Probably one little big table right here. Maybe some planters, things like that. Right now, let's move on to the rest of the city. The time has finally come, my dudes. Now, we spent, I believe, 3 episodes off and on digging this giant hole. We spent another 3 episodes dedicated to building this city. And a couple other episodes, I probably did some work on it too. I don't know. It's been so long, I can't remember. But it is finally time to get this thing done. Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So, let's get it done. You know, I'm a humble dude. I really am. And I'm willing to say, I feel like I did something special here. I really do. Oh, I'm so proud. I am so freaking proud of this city. It was a grind. It was a grind. Anyways, we still do have one more task, and that's up there at the keep. But as far as down here, we got the kitty cat Illuminati. See, here's what I like to think. I like to think that the doggy war council that's going to go up there is the one ruling the city. But really, these guys are the ones ruling the city. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. It sounds dumb, and I'm cool with it. Anyways, I need names for all of these dudes, except for this guy. I want him to be called Azazel. I don't know, it sounds like a Illuminati evil name. Yeah, but I need names for the rest of them. Now, most of our buildings on this side are going to be just straight up decorative. Yeah, they're going to be fake houses. However, these two here, this one right here is going to, I don't know, house some type of farm later. I don't know what farm I'm putting in here yet, but it's a fairly decent sized space and I could do quite a bit of things in here. I'll figure that out later. I don't need any farms right now. And this one here is going to be our access point to our mines, to the original hole we dug all the way down to negative 58. We'll be using this quite often because there's still a whole lot of good resources down here. Stuff can spawn right there. I should be worried about that. Oh yeah, all that right there. I should probably put some lanterns there. And of course our giant geode that's just crazy full of budding amethyst. I was really tempted to break everything but the budding amethyst and make a farm out of that, but it's just so awesome I can't bring myself to destroy it. So it stays. It stays. I don't need amethyst that bad. Anyways, what's left? I could have been getting the extra lava from over there. I would have made that lava river a lot quicker. Anyways, we have one more task to do, and that's do a tiny bit of work to the keep here and move our doggy friends in, which means interior. Yeah. So let's finish this off with a bang. Now, we have just a few days left before we hit 1900 days, and that's where we want to call the episode. But we definitely want to get some type of interior here for our doggy friends, for our doggy war council. Now, I'll probably be changing some of this later, but I just wanted to get a basic fundamental interior done for right now. A couple barrels of mead, some bookshelves, a nice little table for them to chill at, and of course a throne, because they're a war council. And, well, it's kind of a castle, keep thingy, and some of these angles are kind of wonky, so hopefully you can kind of tell what I'm doing. Like right there, I was just doing a little bit of arch and building just a little building on the other side of this. Now this right here, I just wanted to be like a little storage area with like a little archery range for practice. I don't know. I think it came out kind of cool. And we wanted a little, just a little pond with some flowers. And on the other side of it is another just building. We actually might put a little farm in that one. I'm thinking maybe a floor shifter. And of course, we had to spruce up the little front area. I think it came out okay. We didn't want to go too crazy with it. All right, my dudes. I think we're pretty happy with our Citadel for right now. Yeah, I'm pretty dang happy. Let's do a little walkthrough over here. As Editor Hooligan just said, we just got a little weird building right here. Probably put a farm in there, and we got ourselves just like a little pond. Just kind of used whatever flowers I had on me at the time. It's kind of cool. And another little building here we may or may not do something with. A little chilling area over here. And of course, the Doggy War Council. Oh yes, we need names for most of these guys. We don't need a name for him. We already know what he's going to be. And this one already has a name. But the rest of them? Oh, they need names. Yes, they do. And there's a spider around here somewhere. I must have not a spawn-proof something. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with just about everything we did. And we are literally at 1900 days. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, we got to finish off our 2000 days with a bang. I don't know what we're going to get into just yet, but it's going to be cool. Anyways, as we finish off this episode, let's just take a look at this the city with shaders. To all of you who stuck it through this multi-episode, obscenely large project, thank you. Thank you. I truly hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're as happy with it as I am. Oh my gosh. You know, for a while there, I was doubting myself. I was like, is this grind really worth it? And now I feel like it is. But you know what? We just got to get on to bigger and better things. Well, maybe not necessarily bigger. Not right away anyways. Or better. We've got other stuff to do is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, that is all we have time for in this episode. We have 100 days left to organize our stuff and get to a new project. So peace and love, fam, and well, I'll see you in the next one. Well, hello there, you beautiful people. I go by Hooligan, and oh yeah, we about to do some Minecraft. And we're starting this one out just sitting at the camp we made on day 1 of our series. And why? Because it seems fitting. We're about to hit 2,000 days in our world, and we wanted to begin it where we started everything. And since then, we did a whole lot of stuff. We built this hamlet, and this right here is where we fell in love with our world and decided, yes, this was going to be our forever world. And we didn't stop there. We kept on going. We built castles and citadels and plannings of other kingdoms and farms galore. Anyways, the focus of this episode is not any of those things. It's weirdly kind of all of those things. What we want to do is start linking everything together with some awesome details, some roads, possibly a new build, and really get ready for our next 1,000 days so we can see where our future is going to lead towards 3,000. Okay, now that Editor Hooligan's done yapping, let's actually talk about what we want to do in this episode. Now, we have 98 days till we hit 2,000 days. We're actually going to give ourselves to 2,050 days for this episode, just so we don't get pressured and have to cut a project off. What do we want to do? Well, at the end of this episode, we want to update this map with a brand new map right there. Why? Because in the next 1,000 days, for 3,000 days, we're going to be expanding this. So we want to lock in our 2,000 days by the end of this episode on that wall. Anyways, what we want to do is we want to build road systems from our current projects that are done. The Citadel's done. Maybe a few details around this outside, but other than that, it's finished. So we want a road coming up here to the Iron Keep. We want to maybe build a little fishing village right here, significantly more details around here. We want to maybe build an orange grove right here. Bring a road up to our future Druidic Empire right there, and who knows what other decorations, shenanigans, builds, or farms I'm going to get into. But that's our plan. Now, if you guys know me and been watching, you know my plans change, and my brain's pure chaos. But we're going to see what we can do. Last little note before we get a rockin', you might notice my voice is a little off. Well, I got a pretty nasty cough, so apologize, what? No, apologies if it seems a little weird, because it is. Anyways, let's get going. Right away, we activate Super Speedy Whiplash mode because we need to connect our Citadel to our Castle Keep area. Why? I love roads. You see, roads are key to tying a kingdom together. Otherwise, you just have random plots of crap just laying around everywhere. And where that road started, where we just were, is going to eventually connect over here in front of the Castle Keep with a little bridge going over right here. But right now, we have to get it set up so we can build that road and that bridge. And it's going to come out pretty cool. Now, we could have just went straight down and made a path along the valley of the plains. But we didn't want that. That's too plain. We wanted to make like a little mountainside path along the edge of the hill. I thought that came out a lot cooler, which is like a little retaining wall all the way along to just frame everything in. Now, eventually, we're probably going to do this on the other side of this little hill too, but right now, we're just concerned with this area so we can get our bridge set up and our path done. Now, we start our design for this bridge, and it's a little funky at first. We went way too heavy with the arches, and we realized, you know what? Less is more. Less is more, and it came out a lot better. And of course, we still need some detail to put in here, but we get our general shape down, and we decide just to stick with the red and the black trim, similar to the Castle Keep. It makes sense. It's uniform that way. And we add a little detail to the bottom of it as well. And of course, more retaining walls. Why? Because they make things look awesome instead of just dirt sides of hills. No, I don't want dirt in the side of my hills. Maybe just a little bit, like that part of the wall had broke. But other than that, no. I love retaining walls. And right here, we didn't really want anything else to go here, so we just started growing a forest around our path. I think it came out pretty cool. All right, well, now we have a cozy little path from this city here, which still needs some decorations on the outside, but that's for later. All the way to our little hillside path, which is also feeling really cozy, to our bridge with a little campsite, and of course over to our Castle Keep. Yes. Hello, trader. I don't think you have anything good. And we stopped the terraforming on this side over here because we definitely want to have a path going over there and across that river. And we're going to have a wall coming out here, and I don't really know if I want to do anything with this here yet. So we're going to leave this alone for right now, till I figure that out. The same thing with this little area right here. It just looks kind of naturally cool. I could put something down there. I don't know what yet, though. And over here, same thing. This wall is going to extend over this way, so we don't know if we want to utilize this space as, I don't know, like a sugarcane farming area or something. It would be completely decorative. We don't need any sugarcane, but you get my point. And this area right here is reserved for a little fishing village. Oh, yes. Don't really have any designs for it yet, but that's what's going there. And our road here is already set up. We don't need to do that one. So we can take a break from the roads for right now. Question is, what else is going to go surrounding this road? It's got to be something, because right now it's just plain. Forest, some type of buildings. I don't really know yet. I don't really want to do farmland because that farmland's too close. I don't want to overdo that. We'll figure it out. Well, while we think on this, we're going to go get ourselves some resin from our little tiny farm right there, because we're going to need to delete that. Yeah, that's not where it goes. And then we might go build ourselves an orange grove while we just contemplate on the rest of our builds. Yeah, that sounds fun. Now, we have a whole lot to do still in this episode, so we use our time wisely, and during this night, we just go ahead and collect up as much resin as we can. We don't know how much we're going to need. Hopefully, we end up with too much. I would love that. And of course, we're going to need a whole bunch of flowering and regular azalea leaves, because that's the base leaf I want to use for this next little build that we're going to try to put together. Alright, so while we were thinking and contemplating and just getting a little bit of chores done and getting prepared, we changed our mind. Yeah, we're switching gears. We're still doing the orange grove, but we're not going to do it over by the storage house anymore. No. It's that over there. It's like there's too much snow and whatnot in view, and it wouldn't make sense that a grove would be there. Yeah, I mean, maybe if it was red, it could be like an apple grove. But anyways, what we're thinking is we want the orange grove to be in this area. A nice low land, close to water, reliable water to grow the orange grove. That makes sense. Now, as far as our fishing village that we want to build, I think that should go right there. Why? Because we bring this back just a little bit, elevate it up. It would make a cool little way to make like a dock area. I think that's the way to go. Maybe a little bridge going across right here. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of terraforming. Now, the question is, I want to do a little test tree somewhere in here. I don't think the amount of resin I have is going to be enough. I think I'm going to have to build a big farm. I'm going to do a quick little test and we'll see. Now, there are several different species of orange tree, and for this little test here, we're going to be focusing more of a larger orange tree. We'll be doing some littler ones as well, but we want to see how much resin these are going to take. And, well, they take quite a bit. A lot more than I expected them to, if I'm being honest, but it is what it is. Well, the good news is it actually looks like an orange tree. I like it. I think when the grove's done, with all the decorations, barrels, composters, scaffolding, different floor textures, and the whole grove is complete, I think it's going to look pretty cool. We use sandstone for the trunk, and we'll be able to vary that up as we go, just for different shapes. So not every tree is going to be identical. Now for the bad news. I used a stack and a half of resin on just these two trees. I'm not going to have enough. I'm going to have to make a big farm. So let's go make a big farm. Does anybody remember this cave? Oh, it's the cave we got most of our starter iron from, well, episode 1. Yeah, before we built the iron farm. And our town, our little village, is going to go right there, our fishing village. And right above us is our storage house and the rest of our big town. Now, I kind of like that this is already mostly dug out, and more importantly, we can make this look like a cool resin mine. And on the inside, I'll pop a night vision just for safety. We have a cavern that's, well, pretty much already almost ready for us. We'll have to mob-proof some stuff down there just for safety reasons, close this in a bit, fill up that cave, fill up this cave right here, and then we're pretty much ready to set up a fairly decent-sized resin farm. Yeah, and then we could decorate it up and make it look really cool. Right now, though, we just want the resin, so let's get this farm figured out. I'm going to see if I can't just figure this out myself. I don't really want to watch a tutorial. So we start playing with the farm idea, and we're going to be using a 16 by 16 platform, and it's going to utilize 8 creaking hearts. I think that is absolutely plenty as far as resin production, because I don't foresee myself using the actual resin blocks, if at all, and if I do, not very much. Yeah, because they're pretty freaking ugly. But anyways, as we do this, we're just going to work out the bugs, and eventually we're going to get this thing flowing really smooth. Alright, it's about to be nighttime. Let's slap in these creaking hearts and see if this farm actually works. If it doesn't, I'm bolting right through there. They are not all active. Oh, because you can place them directionally. Buddy, you're not supposed to be there. Well, this is frustrating. I'm pretty sure they can spawn in that water. Huh. I might have to go do a little research. Until then, buddy, do you want to come get in this water with me? Okay, so they'll get right there if I can get them to spawn over here. Is it literally a matter of the water? What if I kill a couple of the water streams? Huh, it must be the water. Whatever. Come get me, guys. Well, Google lied to me. It told me that they could spawn inside water. It was wrong, unless that changed at some point. However, how did that do? I mean, that did stuff. It's still collecting, too. Alright, well, we learned a few things here. One, we probably should add one more little extra row of hoppers along these ones to prevent any loss. We only lost like 7 resin. We actually collected it manually, but then we wouldn't have to collect it manually. And as far as the water goes, I'm thinking we just leave these little back rows right here without water, because they're just going to be dumb and just run right at me anyways and get swept up in the water. I don't know. That's the plan for right now. I might make like a dispenser system to push the water after they all spawn. That might be the better plan. Alright, it's almost nighttime again. Let's see if we can't modify this with a little bit of redstone and get this working a little bit better. So we only really need them to spawn here. So let's try putting some dispensers right here. Okay, all 8 have spawned. Hit that button. And that button. Oh, that's working nicely. Alright, now we are looking good. Farm's working pretty decent. We added some extra hoppers around the spawning platforms for the resin, because some of it was falling out. Not very much, but that'll help. That'll help. Now, as far as aesthetics go, yeah, we're going to have to do something with this, because this is ugly. Yeah, you can't see it from the outside, but still, I want it to look cooler when I come in here. But that's for later. What I do want to do real quick is just make a little staircase so if we ever make a mistake and 8 creaking come charging at us, we have a way to get out. Plus, it's just kind of annoying having to jump out of here. And then we're going to get on to doing this orange grove. Alright, so we collected up 2 shulkers of resin, made a little staircase to get in and out easier, and we need to go repair our tools and then rock out this orange grove. Now, as far as what we may do later, we still have 100 days to our deadline, so it's not unreasonable to think that we might have time to come back and make this mine decorative. That'd be pretty cool, but this is not our #1 priority. And we're just going to head over to our gold farm so we can repair these tools in like 20 seconds. And come to think of it, I should probably just grab some of our frog lights while I'm here too, because we're out at home. How has this thing been doing? It's been doing, especially since I haven't been here in a while. That'll do, pigs. That'll do. Alright, well, we're all set up. Let's do this. Taking a second to get our canvas set up, we're trying to figure out how big we want these groves to be. We want them to be fairly large, but we don't want them to encompass the entire area either, just because we have other things we want to put here, and it would be too much. But we do want a fairly large grove, and we're going to be building, I believe, 2 groves. This first one is more of like a navel orange tree grove. At least that's what I envision, and I think it comes out pretty cool. I really do like the sandstone for the tree trunks. I tried a couple of the different ones. Redstone sandstone actually works well too. And I also considered diorite. But all in all, I ended up going with the sandstone. It just seems more of a natural color for an orange tree. Yeah. Now on this side, we start setting up to do a smaller version of an orange tree. Now there's many different species, and we decided to go with what we believe looks like a mandarin orange tree. Much smaller, bushier. The fruit's a little bit more scarce compared to the mass amounts that a navel orange tree would produce, but still pretty cool. I swear, every time I press record, it immediately starts raining. Yeah, but it kind of seems fitting. Orange trees need a whole lot of water. Yes, they do. And looking at it from this angle, it looks pretty cool. Now, a little fun fact about me. I'm going to give you guys some insight on who Hooligan is. Well, I've mentioned before, I'm a Midwest dude. Yeah, I'm actually from St. Louis. But I did spend several years of my life growing up in Florida. That's right. And let me tell you, let me get up here. This is what it would look like, besides these stone pathings here, what it would look like walking through an orange grove. Yes, I have fond memories of that. Yeah, because they're everywhere down in Florida. And also, another little fun fact, I also remember as a kid, I could just be walking down the street and just reach up and yoink a grapefruit or an orange from somebody's yard. Technically, should I have done that? Probably not, but I was a kid, so it is what it is. Now, the idea here is the grove on this side is larger, more commercialized trees. Now, the flowers technically should be white, but I don't have an option for that, so it is what it is. And these little barrels here, I really like them. They look like they actually hold the fruit. The question is, do I like them without the trapdoors on top or with? I think without, maybe. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Right now, I think it came out pretty cool. Now, these smaller orange trees over here, they're supposed to be like mandarin or clementine style trees. Technically still trees, but they look more like bushes. And I wanted to have more of like a garden feel. It's still commercialized, but just more of a garden feel than a mass production. Thought that came out pretty cool too. All in all, I am very happy with that. Question is, do we want to do any more? And I think, at least for right now, the answer is no. I think I want to put a little farmer's house, a little citrus farmer's house, maybe get a little tropical vibes with it right here so they can work them fields, and then start working on our bridge and getting to our fishing village. We have just over 70 days before we're cutting this episode off. Now, as far as any more trees, I think I might reserve this little area over here for one more species, because I still do have one more idea. And as far as over here, I don't know yet. We'll deal with that later. I want to get to this village. I'm excited for that. And then we'll see what we can do. Initiate Fishing Village Phase 1. And what does that consist of? Well, we want to kind of terraform our river a little bit, make it more uniform, and a lot less scattered. And we want to get the foundation and the riverfront of our fishing village done. Then we're probably going to have to go get some resources because we are running low. But anyways, my voice is kind of cutting in and out at this point, so I'm going to give it a little break, and I will be back in just a minute. Let's rock out some music and get this done. All right, well, our waterfront's almost done, and it's starting to look pretty cool. It's going to look awesome once the rest of these buildings are in, so there's kind of like a skyline. And there's a reason that building is completely unfinished with no roof. I need to get 4 fishermen in there for our forever needs of campfires. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I want from them. And also, I am out of deep slate. So I'm going to go breed up some villagers and gather up some deep slate. I kind of have to. I only have a choice. So we start tossing a bunch of bread into our villager breeder. We end up throwing about 3 stacks in there, so we might end up with like 300 villagers. I don't really know. But right now, we get a couple set up, and well, while they're growing up, we decided we needed a whole bunch more brick, because we were out, and we were going to need a lot. And of course, we needed deep slate, so we flew over to our Citadel, and went to a little entrance to our mining area. And of course, as always, we're not going to mine it. No, we're going to blow it up. It's just what you do. Yeah, I don't mind deep sleep by hand. It's too stupid. It's too stupid, and I hate it. And, well, we end up getting about 1 shulker's worth, which should be enough. Let's get back to it. Let's get you guys over to your new home. And I will need these guys to get eaten by a zombie, because I want a 1-to-1 ratio for the campfires. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. You'll have a cool life once it's over with, though, okay? I promise. Well, while you guys are growing up, I'll go get your house ready. I'm gonna need you to want to sell campfires, bud. Not cool, bro. Not cool. I'm just gonna move you over a little bit, okay? Hey, what you doing back there? Stop it. No. Don't. Please don't. Oh, dang. Now you see nothing, okay? You see nothing. However, I highly suggest you have campfires. But you saw nothing. Well, we got 4 more villagers we're waiting to grow up. This is taking forever. We do have a villager we stashed over there, I think on the first episode. We could see if he gives us a good trade. Yeah, might as well. Because I can always fly these guys somewhere else. Oh, hey, what about you? Alright, cool. Now, will you cooperate as well? Come on, be a good buddy. Okay, cool. Alright, we got both our fishermen. I think I'm just going to stick with 2, because I'll save these other villagers for something else. And it's nighttime. Yeah, you guys are going to be a snack. Not forever, though. And these guys in here should be safe. Alright, boys. Good luck. I'll see you soon. Man, I don't get to see this view very often because I'm always sleeping. But that's awesome. Anyways, back to the task. Oh, one of them's already getting eaten. There's the other one going for him. Did he get eaten? Or is he just sitting in there? Separate these 2 a little bit so they don't eat each other. I think that's far enough away. Just to be sure, though. He got my lead. Will he give that back after he's cured? I don't know. Hey, he did give me back my lead. Thanks, dude. Yeah, now I'm going to put you in a box forever. But thank you. Now, you're going to go in there, no questions asked, right? Really, really easy. You, my friend, are a once-in-a-lifetime villager. Actually listening. I swear most villagers are like my toddler. Ugh, don't listen to anything. Now, will you have anything else that I actually want? Yeah, not so much. Not so much. However, if we get one that wants to buy cod, we're going to have a ridiculous amount of that from our future Guardian farm. But the salmon ain't doing us anything. It's very mildly annoying that neither of those dudes wanted to buy cod. But whatever, we don't really care, and let me show you why. Well, one reason is because those dudes over there buy our pumpkins and our melons for a ridiculous amount of emeralds. These dudes in here buy all our iron, and we have infinite iron plus more infinite, however that might work. But that's not why I'm over here. I'm going to show you something else. Our library here that we still need to decorate. Most of these librarians will buy ink from me, or specifically ink sacks. And remember when I built a tiny little ink farm down here in the quarry? Yeah, and then just forgot about it and did nothing with it at all? Let me show you. Yeah, we have so much ink, I started having to line the walls of the farm with barrels to hold all the ink. It's absurd. We have something like 40,000 at the moment. So our emeralds are good. Really, really good. All right. Enough random crap. Let's get back to it. Well, we got 17 days left, and our world is really starting to tie together. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. You can see the castle over here, or the keep. I'll probably be building a real castle at some point. So we'll just keep it as the keep. Yeah. We got the village of Hillcrest up here. And I think I want to call this little town here, the village of Dewwater. I don't know. That sounds kind of cool. And look how cozy this is. Besides the random shulkers sitting in here, this is feeling so alive. It really feels like a village. I would live here. This would be pretty sweet, actually. We got like a little vendor here selling books or maybe even just giving some speeches. This guy here is like a general goods vendor. Yeah, just whatever you need, he's got it. Yeah. Got a little smith over here. Maybe not like a weaponsmith. Maybe this guy, I don't know, works with horseshoes, things like that. Maybe produces nails and other things to build and expand the city. I like that idea. And then, of course, our cramped little waterfront in here. Oh, I love it. Yeah, we still need a little bit of decorations to the front of the dock area, but I'm not too worried about that just yet. We still have a little bit of time. And I'm going to tell you right now, every single building in this place, besides this one, is decorative. I might move some other villagers in here, though. There's lots of room. I'm going to need spaces for cartographers, if they can give me freaking item frames. Every time I get a cartographer, they won't give me item frames. Yeah, maybe a shepherd. Maybe we'll put like a little shepherd house right outside the little town. That could be pretty cool, too. But there's lots of real estate open in here. And this little industrial warehouse area in here is also just blank. But I think I want to put a floor shifter in here because this is a sunflower plains and it'll give us most of the flowers. There'll be a couple that won't, but it'll give us most of them. Well, that could be pretty cool too. Now on to what we want to do with our last days of the episode. Well, we definitely want to make a riverbank right here with stone. Yeah, we're going to stick with that theme. It's looking pretty cool. Same thing on this side. A cool path going from here to there, bridge going across, and we still need a little tropical house right there for the orange grove farmer. And then, if we have a couple days left, maybe we'll do something with those villagers over there real quick. Maybe go stash them in the Citadel and make them all new masons. If they cooperate and give me decent trades. No glazed terracotta. But that's all dependent on time. I feel like I can get through this portion right here pretty quick. And one last little note, and I don't know if I'll be doing this in this episode or maybe the next one as an intro, but I do want a decent size crop field right there. As far as over here, this all just has to be terraformed down. I don't like it. And will something go here? I don't know. But I definitely want something surrounding this just to frame everything in. The little wall thingy I made here with the arches, I love it, but it needs just a little bit more. Anyways, let's go finish this building. I think I got everything ready right here. Now, our fishing village is essentially done. Yeah, we'll be adding some stuff to it later, but for right now, it's finished. We still have to do one more important thing, continuing with how we started the episode, and that's connecting this to the rest of our world, and that means roads and bridges. And we decided to go ahead and put a little pond right here because, well, I thought it looked cool and I wanted to put a pond there. Good reason, right? And we start whipping up a little bridge here, but that's not really what I'm excited about. I mean, I don't mind building bridges, they're cool and all, but this house that we're going to build for the orchard farmer, I get to build in a really tropical vibe. One of my favorite things to do, nice, bright, shiny colors. Love yellows, love greens, and oh my gosh, every time I make a tropical build, I just fall in love with it. But the thing is, I can't do that across the entire world because it would get boring. But right here, it makes sense. This guy, he imported all this fruit and started planting it. Yeah, he is not from around here, and I think it's awesome that he brought his harvest and his crops along with him. Oh, are we so incredibly happy with what we've gotten done this episode. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I love the tropical vibe. I'm going to be doing more of these. I don't know where yet, but I'm going to be. Anyways, we still have one more small task to get done. As I said in the beginning of the episode, we need to update our 2,000 day map, technically 2050, because we're just a couple days away from it. And, well, I need to clean up these shulkers, go make some duplicate maps, and then see what our area looks like with everything we've done in the last 1,000 days. The last task of our 2,000 plus days. And this will be the last time this map is a 5x5. In the next 1,000 days, at bare minimum, it'll be a 6x6, probably a 7x7. Anyways, there's our little future druidic empire, and you can see the slight expansion we've done to the town of Hillcrest. And of course, our brand new fishing village. Oh, do we love it? Oh, we do. We do. Now, you can also see the little pathing we added in here, as well as some of the decorations in front of the keep. And of course, the grand finale, the revealing of the Citadel. Oh my gosh, that's all I'm saying. All right, well, we got our current map updated. Now, this one's locked in at 1,000 days, and, well, you guys have seen this before. Our new map here, while we've been focusing on specific areas, the Citadel down here looks awesome, as well as the expansion of the fishing village right here, the expansion of the castle keep and the pathing area right here, and you can barely see it, but right there's our building there where we started our druidic empire. Now, we have big plans for 3,000 days. Yes. Oh, I can't even get into all the things we want to do, but we got to get into doing them. Now, as far as what we know we want to do, there's 3 things that we know we want to work towards for our 3,000, maybe 4,000 days, depending on how things play out. I don't know yet. One thing's for sure is I want to get to doing that druidic empire up there. Oh, I want to make a bunch of bright green, naturey vibe buildings. Oh yes. And then right here, something special's planned right there. That's all I'm going to say. I've said it before, I know, but that's happening in this next 1,000 days. And the third thing that I want to at least get started on is figuring out where I want to put my zoo, and maybe even start a few of the habitats. We've officially survived 2,048 days in hardcore Minecraft. Haven't even popped a totem. Yeah, we're feeling pretty good. But as far as this episode, we're done. Yeah, it's over. I got things to prepare for. So many things. But thank you all for watching these. If you've watched this episode, thank you. If you watched up to these 2,040 whatever days, thank you. Oh my gosh, it means so much. I truly mean that. And well, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, fam.